Rules. Just a moment. Hello, RadPackRules. One moment, please. Hello, RadPackRules. Hold on one moment, please. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Yeah. Hello, RadPackRules. Yeah, the gang is going to be going live in about 10 seconds. Thank you.
Yeah. Welcome, everybody, to Ratterday Night Live with your host, G-rated Garrett.
What's
going on,
up, everybody? What's going on? Welcome to the newest episode of the Rad Pack. And it's me, Garrett, from Born to Be Rad, a.k.a. Macho Radness, a.k.a. the G-rated superstar, and a.k.a. the dude with Raditude. And right to my left there is Mel. What is going on, girl?
What's up? That was very nice. I'm Mel from My Killer Podcast, aka the Rad Hatter, aka Slippy Longstocking, aka the Great Mel Linko.
We love to see
it.
That was a new one.
I love it. And the other co-host down below, Justin.
What's going on, everybody? Justin here, a.k.a. the Rad Ranter, a.k.a. the Mad Ratter, a.k.a. the Cardigan King, a.k.a. the real Hollywood Blonde. What's going on, everybody?
Wow. I love it, you guys. You guys are bringing it tonight. Damn. All right, gang. So if you guys don't know, we were going for something a little bit different this time around. So we're not going to be talking a lot about specific movies or anything like that. It's Thanksgiving, guys. It's November, so we wanted to use this to thank all of you. It's been about 6 months since we created the Rad Pack, and I feel like it's already kind of taken a life of its own, and we appreciate the support from all of you guys so much with, like, the merch and, you know, the support of coming in the streams and sharing our stuff. So we decided to do a little show where we answer your questions and dive a little bit deeper on, you know, our collecting habits or personal stuff or whatever. So we asked you guys, if you didn't see our hotline, to message us audio, video, or written questions that you wanted answered on the show. Now, the problem we're having now is that we get a ton of questions sent.
We were worried we weren't going to have enough. Like, how are we going to fill this? We were so scared that we were going to get like 2 emails, but we got instead we got too many. Too many.
We're feeling the love, guys. We're feeling the love.
Yeah, seeing all those pour in was awesome. We got some great video questions, a bunch of really thoughtful questions. Not just like, what's your favorite movie? Some really good questions. So thanks to everybody for sending stuff in, and especially the video submissions. It's for if you're not always on YouTube, it could be a little daunting to put yourself out there in a video format. So, but we got some really, really good ones. So looking forward to it.
Yeah,
absolutely.
definitely.
Thank you, guys. Thank you to everyone who submitted a question. It's amazing the feedback that we're getting. It's great.
100p.
For sure. So again, because we have so many, we were actually getting some today, like after the closing date. So guys, what we decided to do is anything that was kind of sent last minute, we're going to save it. And if you guys like this style show, then we'll just do another one and we'll save all those video, audio, and written questions that you guys are sending to radpackrules@gmail.com. And we will do another show with the same concept. So we're going to try to do the best we can today to get through all the video questions first. If we have time, we will do the written questions. And if we don't get there, we will save them for next time. And obviously, if any super chats come in, we'll attack those as well. But as far as any other questions in the chat, if we have a little bit of time at the end, maybe we'll read it off. But we're just going to scroll through the chat now, see who is in the house, just to say what's up to you guys before we get this thing started. All right, so the first person I see is Cody at Lepke Vision. Ooh,
Oh, yeah. What the fuck is wrong with me?
All the things.
Robert Long is in the house. We got Robert Long here. Vanderhoff's here. Dave, what's up, man? KB Movies is here.
I won't clap in the mic anymore. My bad. That was my bad. That was my fault.
Adrian James says they've been looking forward to this. Yo, Adrian.
We've been looking forward to this.
Tony. There we go. Remember, Mel, I had trouble with this one. Can you help me?
Dimension.
Oh.
Dimension.
What's up, Scott?
You think
How are you?
that?
Put some
But it's
class on it.
What's up, Nick? AV
What up,
Movie
Nick?
Impulse. What up? Hall and Oates in the house.
What's up?
I spit in the face of people who don't want to be rad. I agree. Mid-level media. What's up, Kenny? What's up? What's up?
What's
Jim
up,
Powers.
Calebs?
What's up?
Jim.
Tim Talkies in the house. Triple T. What's going on, Tim?
That's right.
Celebrity in the house. Alyssa Milano, star of Teen Wolf 3 in the
Oh,
house.
wow.
The Stupa Show is live. J Muse, the Rad Man rides again. Bob's Blu-rays in the house.
Hey, Bob.
Bob Orton, what's going on, my brother? What's this? Andrew's Horror Show, Rhode Island in the chat. What's up, man? What's
Represent,
going on?
son.
Oh, yeah, for sure. All right, we got Boba Fett's. We live. Yeah.
That's right.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
right.
We got Gus, man. What's up, man? Hey, I saw your interview on KB's, dude. It was great. It was great.
Yeah, that was good.
Uh-oh. She definitely does. Definitely does. What's up, Wes? I like that new profile pic. That's sweet.
Looks just like you.
Mika.
Hey,
RadPack
girl.
forever. RadPack forever. He knows. He knows.
You know, I remember getting a submission from our little buddies over at Dead Pit. What's up with that?
I know those guys. Uncle Bill's taking time off. He's got like some personal stuff he's trying to deal with, and
Okay.
Wes is. I don't know what Wes is doing. Wes. I think he was working today. Yeah, I don't know what he was doing. I was on the street.
We're gonna
with him
go
the
ahead
other
and
night.
take that as disrespect.
Well, did you see the other night? Wes was getting his stream was like kicking in and out. Did you guys watch that?
I watched part of it. I fell asleep.
Yeah. Well, come to find out, I guess he was getting hacked. So hopefully that is being taken care of.
Oh,
as we
shit.
speak.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah. So I hope he's fixing that up.
It was probably Scream Factory.
TJ, what's going on?
100%.
Eric Perry, what's up?
Let's go.
Mike Barrett. Slasher on video says it's too much radness. I agree. It always
A
gets
lot of
enough
radness.
rad. Ryan Hayden, I'm not answering any other questions tonight unless they were sent in. What is up, man? Planet CHH, what's going on? Christian.
What's
Man.
up?
Mazak. Oh, sweet, man. Thanks for jumping in. I appreciate that.
Oh, welcome.
Appreciate
You came
that.
to a good one.
No. What's up, Michelle? How
I
are
perfected it. I added the sway.
you?
It's like one of those
Let's
inflatable
go.
tube people.
All right, so we have about 50 people in here already, so this is good. So, guys, before we kind of start, is there anything else you guys want to say before we start diving into these calls here?
Melody.
David!
Am I missing something here? I feel like
it's so
I'm
loud over here. I can't.
I
say
feel
it.
like I'm not part of this inside joke. I don't appreciate it.
All right, so the joke is every time you hear a train going by Mel's house, you pretend you're hanging from the train track.
From the train track from Lost Boys.
Yeah, so get with it. Every time
Wasn't
you
love
hear
that
that.
a Rad Pack episode that we did that? Wasn't it Fright Night versus Lost
You guys
Boys?
have added some variations
Could
to
have
it
been,
that I
yeah.
didn't recognize.
Oh, maybe it was
Could
the
have
Rad Up All Night.
Could have been that actually, might have been. So you guys are good. You want to get into these calls because we've got quite a bit here. That have chimed in, and to be honest, like I haven't even really looked at any of these. I just posted them all in and got them ready for the stream tonight. So curious to see who the first caller is. You guys ready?
Let's
The
do
chat-
it.
is the chat ready? All right. Let's see what we got here.
This is KB calling in from Kansas City. First time, long time. And my question is for the whole gang. I'd like to know what have been some of your favorite nostalgia releases of the year. We're talking 80s, 90s kind of movies. So I'll hang up and listen for my answer.
Great question.
That's so great.
Great question.
KB starting us off here with some physical media.
That's right.
You killed it.
I love it. I love it. The phone. He was calling right in. First caller. First caller.
We like the creative aspect of the video calls. The more creative you get, the more fun everybody has. And he did He killed it with that.
I loved his
Oh, you
sign off
should've.
too. I'm gonna hang up and wait for
I'm gonna
my
hang
answer.
up and listen for my answer.
I love it.
I love it.
Love it. All
Who wants
right,
to go
so physical media, some things from the 80s and 90s. I mean, I can already speak for pretty much at least two of us here. I'm going to say Lost Boys and Fright Night for me is like top two that I can think of off the top of my head from that era that I'm just really happy got an upgrade this year.
Yeah.
Anybody else have anything that comes at the top of their head real quick that you're like, you know what, I've been wanting this?
I got a stack.
No,
I'll
I'm
blow
gonna tag
through
in
it.
on that. Lost Boys was like my dream release this year.
Yeah.
And you haven't even got your big version yet.
Not yet.
Ooh. So it's like it's gonna be surprise number 2.
Oh, you didn't get your deluxe yet?
Not yet.
Did you get that super duper big one that was like even? Oh wow, good for you. Good
Go
for
big
you.
or go.
She killed it on that release, I'll tell you.
Bigger's better.
A little stack here. First of all, you can't have this. Let me. Oh shit! I got such a mess. You guys can't see it, but it's such a mess. Obviously, these two kind of a given, right?
You.
Fright Night, Lost Boys. And then I have a couple more. This I just got in yesterday or today.
Ooh. You got yours?
I got it
didn't get mine
already.
yet.
Yeah. So
Nice.
really stoked about this. It's a nice little
That's
90s
amazing.
flick. Love it. New 4K. Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2.
Mhm.
Massive release.
yeah.
Massive. Christmas Vacation. And Christmas Story too, but
Yes.
love it. I don't have the slip right here. And I think this was 2022, right? Or was this last year? I think this was early this year.
Well,
I
the
think it was-
European release came out first, so maybe that was last year.
Okay. But yeah, I may be cheating a little bit with this, but it's one of my all-time favorite movies. So
Nice, man. That's cool. And
Yeah.
I mean, I could throw out Wild Things in there now that we're talking about Arrow because
Nice.
Ooh.
cool 90s movie to see in a nice deluxe edition.
Mhm.
Mhm.
You know, I'm kind of forgetting what was out this year. Was
Christmas Vacation was a good call.
oh, that's cool. Yeah.
Planes, Trains is coming. We still have a couple things coming.
Yeah, there's definitely stuff coming. Just trying to think of like anything big, like a big set. Like, I mean, we did get the Child's Plays on 4K, which was cool.
Don't forget the amazing Scream Factory Halloween box set.
Yeah.
How are you guys forgetting that?
I could have did without, but you know, it's all good. It's cool to have, I guess. But yeah, is there anything else like 4K Scream did that was kind of out of the box? Alligator, was that this year? That was
Well,
okay.
Return of the Living Dead. I mean,
Oh,
Yeah, that's a big one. I still haven't
hell
got
yeah,
that.
man. I hope they
No,
do
it's
all
cool.
of them.
But you know, I was thinking like, you know, we've got a lot of releases of those movies. So is there anything like different? Like, you know, we have Scream Factory, Return of the Living Dead. It was just an upgrade. So is there anything that like kind of came out that we were waiting for quite a while? Like, you know, Fright Night and Lost Boys, like they had Blu-rays, but I mean, that Lost Boy Blu-ray was like the first wave of Blu-rays that thing came out. So
I don't know how many people were clamoring for it, but American Movie finally made the jump from DVD to Blu. This is one of my all-time favorite movies. That finally made the jump to Blu-ray, which is cool. R.I.P. Mike. He just died last month.
Oh yeah, that's right. He did, didn't he?
Yeah.
So that was the first one. Now, real quick, we can scroll through. Is anybody in the chat any physical releases that came out in 2022 from 80s or 90s movies that you guys think that like, hey, we didn't talk about this? Like really good additions. Really quick, we'll scroll through before we take the next call and see what you guys have to say. Is there anything we didn't think of at the top of our heads that you guys are really liked? And like I said, we can easily say a lot of the upgrades and stuff, but I'm thinking more along the lines of, you know, something different that maybe we were really clamoring for that we hadn't gotten in quite a while.
You know, that Planes, Trains is pretty significant because there's a bunch of stuff that's never been seen before.
That is the selling point for me on that, because
Yeah.
I had just gotten the Blu-ray in that like set, that
Yeah.
huge set that came out like last year, I think. So the fact that it's got like what, like it's like
It's over an
hours of
hour.
footage. Yeah, like
Hats
that's
Off
insane.
Entertainment. I don't know if you guys follow Hats Off Entertainment. It's a good little nostalgic channel. He did a big video talking about all the stuff we didn't see, and that went pretty viral. So I don't know if that had something to do with it, but that's pretty huge, man.
Yeah, I mean that's really big for sure. I mean, Now, does anybody know if that Planes Train is getting a steal Best Buy, or is it just getting that edition that's the regular standard? Because
I think
that's
I
why
saw a
haven't
Zabby
pre-ordered it yet.
exclusive that has that same like flipper card, like airport. Like, I don't really love the art, but it's the same art that was on the other Steelbook from like last year or something.
Oh, okay.
I think. I could be
Dennis
wrong. I
Weaver's
was wrong
missing
once
too, so
before.
Total Recall. Well, that was this year. That was a good release. Police Story. You know what? That's been in my Amazon cart, but I haven't pulled the trigger on that one yet. Police
Running
Story
Man?
Trilogy.
Running Man was
I just
another
got
one.
that.
Oh yeah, Running Man's a good one.
Life Force. I mean, it's a good movie, but I didn't upgrade to on Life Force. I kept my standard Scream Blue. It's cool, but again, we've talked about it before. It's just I got to be a little more picky with my releases and stuff. But yeah, guys, you want to move on? We can move on to the next caller.
Let's do it.
Do it.
All right, let's see who's next.
Hi, this is Mika from Double Horror Pack. And my question for the Rad Pack is, if you can save one thing in your collection, whether it be a film or collector's item, what would it be and why?
Ooh, make a girl.
Oh man,
Trying not to knock everything over on my table.
you guys go. I'm gonna think about this.
So we're saving it because like we gotta run real quick, right? Like the house.
You got to grab one. Yeah, your house is burning down. You got to grab. You have the opportunity to grab
my
one thing.
shelves
Nope.
with
One
all my
item.
movies on them and run.
One item.
I can't. I can grab one shelf, right? No.
It sounds
I
like
would
cheating.
grab the Burbs collection. I have 7 physical releases of the Burbs. I'd grab those.
Nice.
Because one of them is even the VHS from my childhood, the one that I like watched to death.
Oh, that's awesome.
Probably doesn't even work anymore because I watched it so much.
That might actually come in handy for another question we have a little bit later.
Ooh, dig it.
Mika says, if the house is on fire.
Ah! Don't take
Let
my
it
Burbs!
burn. Let it burn.
Oh man.
I was like, if the roof is on fire, like a motherfucker.
I got mine ready. I have something
We
pretty
got-
special. One of my favorite things. It's silly. I know I just brought up American Movie. It's a movie that I've watched, like one of those handful of movies that I've seen more than almost anything. This was just like background noise for many, many years. But every once in a while, Mark Borchardt will put an announcement that he has some VHS of Coven. If you guys are familiar with the movie, it's all based around him shooting Coven. And I have the envelope that it came in, and I have an autographed copy, VHS copy of Coven, signed by Mark Borchardt, which is so cool. You can see him on the back there.
Cool.
Ooh.
And it also came with a note. Thank you so much for your Coven VHS order. Have a great holiday, a fantastic new year. Stay strong and keep the faith. Mark Borchardt, 2019. And one of the coolest things is this, is it says, this is for super nerd fans of American Movie, but Northwest Productions right there. That's huge for me.
Cool, dude.
What if I told you I've never seen that movie before?
You've never seen American Movie?
I've never seen it either. But it's cool for you.
It's
You've
good
never,
for
you guys have both seriously never seen it?
No.
Oh wow. Okay. Well,
Watch party.
I'm not going to shame you because this is a positive safe space here. But you guys need to see that movie. Holy shit! I need some American movie fans to sound off in the comments. I know there's a lot of fans out there.
Oh
Let
my
us know. Is this something that we're going to think is rad, or are we going to think it's just bad? Let us know.
Rad or bad? Is that a new
Justin,
segment?
it can go either way.
Yeah, I've learned.
G-Star, I'm going to need you to say your Burbs poster because if you don't save that, I will die inside.
No, I'm definitely saying my Lost Boys poster because it's signed by everybody pretty much except Jamie Gertz and Diane Wiest. Like it's got Haim on it. It's got Brooke McCarter. It's got
Oh wow.
what's his name there?
You need to start stacking those in your frame so you can just grab one frame and you got 2 posters.
I would have thought it was your baby oil, Garrett.
No, that can go. Baby oil can go. It is signed by Capello, but it can go.
You can put out the
but-
fire with the baby oil.
Yeah, I'd probably say that poster because there's
Sorry,
no way
Pete.
I'd be able to get all that back. You know, like I'd never be able to meet some of these guys again. Like, what's his name there? Who's the guy that played Edward Herman? Like he's on that. So, you know, like a lot of these cast members are past now. So I'd probably have to say that I'm gonna guess because a lot of this other stuff is kind of replaceable, I think. But yeah, I'm gonna go
Feldman
with,
on that too.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's awesome.
Oh yeah. But yeah, that's what I would say. I'm gonna see if anybody said anything about I'm assuming he's talking about American movie, maybe Christian. It's legendary. I think that's what he's saying.
Oh, I better write that one down. I'll forget.
It's so good. It's a documentary, but it doesn't feel like a documentary because of these characters. If you've seen it, you know what I mean. It's completely unscripted, but you'd think it's the most brilliant script ever written.
Ooh. Saving his Batman poster.
Nice.
Oh yes, I've seen you in post something about that.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Super rad.
All right.
Yeah, there we go. Brendan knows what's up.
He knows. I guess I'm gonna put that on my list. So you said, is it coming out on 4K or is it out on 4K now?
It just got a Blu-ray release.
Oh, it just.
I don't even think it had a lot of like amazing special features, but it's a Blu-ray release nonetheless.
Oh, you better be taking that baby Fred, dude. Better be. Better be.
He doesn't leave home with that. When he drives in his car, that's things in his baby Fred's in his passenger seat everywhere he goes. In his seatbelt, safely secured.
He's definitely gonna take that. But yeah, so we made our choice. Mine's the Lost Boys poster. Mel's is her Burbs collection, and Justin's American movie stuff.
Don't condescend and don't put some respect on American Movie's name. God damn it! And Justin's silly little thing he picked. What was it called again?
So American Movie envelopes he's bringing with him.
This is from Northwest Productions. Are you fucking kidding me?
Stop showing everybody where you live, pal.
Oh, did I put? I didn't think I showed. Oh, did I? We'll have to edit that in post. They can come meet me. Fan meetup tomorrow.
Oh
noon.
my god.
You're gonna wake up tomorrow and that envelope's gonna be gone.
God damn it!
Oh no!
I tried covering it.
That's all they'll take too. They won't even take the picture.
You wanted this thing?
They're like,
It's out
this
here.
movie's terrible. I'll just take it.
Oh my god, you guys are funny. All right, call number 3. Let's see who we got on the line here. Who is it?
What is going on, my rad asses? Happy stream, guys. It's always good seeing a Rad Pack show. My question to the Rad Pack is, why do you do YouTube? It's always interesting to hear the answer from YouTubers. Why do you do YouTube? That's my question.
Ooh, that was a good question.
Oh.
Yeah, this one made me think a lot.
I'm actually kind of curious what the heck he was doing out there. Was he on a bike? Was he pedaling?
It's probably on one of
What
his
was he
runs.
doing?
He's a marathon runner.
That's right. All right. Great question. Who wants to start?
I guess I can start. My
Cool.
YouTubing start is not that exciting. I started because of the same reason that everybody did in the last 2 years, and that was COVID.
Yeah.
So I had to work from home for a while, and I was already a movie collector, and I already liked talking about movies, and I already had a podcast. So that's why I started YouTube. Something to do, I guess.
Yeah. Justin, how about you, man?
As far as, well, when I first started, when I first started getting back into collecting, I knew eventually that I wanted to do something with physical media and talking about movies, because I've been fans of actually so many people that we all watch, Pizzow, Flick Picks, CHH, so many YouTubers, Wet Movie, Cool Duder, all those guys. But I never did it for whatever reason. And then I don't want to get super dark, but I went through a really rough few years, about 5 years ago. And I needed a creative outlet to get me out of a really pretty dark place. And this all just came about at the right time. I got sober. I quit drinking. I've been sober for 5 years now. So about 2 or 3 years into not drinking, I was able to finally motivate myself to do something meaningful. And because I've always been the type to I have to do something creative. For many, many years, it was music, performing live, being in bands. And then, you know, life kind of gets in the way of everything. So YouTube actually came at a really profound time for me. And of course, community is the main thing too. If I wouldn't have hit record on that first video just a couple of years ago, I would not be talking to you guys right now. So YouTube and meeting this community and talking about what I love and movies and all this nerdy collecting shit probably saved me from some pretty severe dark times. So yeah.
Well, dude, I don't know how I'm gonna match this story here. Jesus. All right. I mean, but I think you guys hit it on the head. All your stories kind of matches mine in a sense. You know, 2020 with the pandemic, I was working from home. You know, work for me is pretty hectic. It's like, it's not just a 9 to 5. It's kind of like a 24/7 type gig to some extent. So, you know, a lot of my life was just focused on that. And I had built a collection up for many, many years and was watching YouTube for many, many years. You know, like you said, a lot of the same people that he just mentioned with the people that I was watching as well. And it was always something I kind of wanted to do, but I always found excuses on why I couldn't do it or why I didn't do it. And, you know, when we hit the pandemic and I had to buy equipment to do virtual fitness stuff. So I had all the lights and the camera and all that stuff. So I was like, you know what, if I'm going to do this, like, now's the time. I've got the time, I've got the equipment. So what's my excuse now? And, you know, it was like you guys said, it was creatively, like it was something I needed to do. I feel like I'm pretty creative and I didn't have any outlet to be creative without any kind of walls around me, basically limiting how creative I could be.
Yeah.
And then, you know, not hanging out with friends and stuff like that during the pandemic, it was like to meet a whole new group of people that are like-minded, where you sometimes feel like you are in a bubble by yourself.
Yeah.
You know, I think when it comes to this kind of stuff, like, you know, I'm not someone who goes out and hangs out with all my neighbors because nobody my age is going to be into this kind of stuff. Like, you know, so, you know, what am I going to do? Be like, hey, look at this phone I just got with this tongue hanging out. Like, nobody of that, like, my neighbors don't care about that stuff.
That's,
you know what I mean, like, it's
that's
not
so,
gonna make it.
What? They don't care? You would knock on their door
it's
like,
so true.
hey, what's up, guys?
As you get older, it becomes harder and harder to have, like, as you know, kids and life and work, everything starts to catch up. You kind of start to lose focus of just doing stuff that is, you know, meaningful to you personally. And sometimes that's hard. You know, the people at work, like, what's interesting is, like, all of us who do YouTube or create videos may have not even known that they had a creative bone until they started doing it and putting themselves out there. You know, there's a lot of people who create content that work with a bunch of coworkers that may not even know that we have all this shit in our houses, you know?
100%.
Yeah. So it's just, it's YouTube and meeting people. It's like, it's a whole other world that exists out there. And I always encourage people, because we have a lot of people, even a question tonight, that talk about, you know, what should I do to start a channel and all that, and we'll get into that. But even if you don't think you're creative, if you have a passion about anything, there's an audience for it, and there's a community for it, and people who be enthusiastic. You can have a phone with the tongue hanging out, and I can have a pile of fucking boglins sitting around me, and there's a group of people who are interested in that.
There's a Mel over here like, give it to me. I want it. I'm jealous.
It's true.
I want to
mean,
tag
look
onto that though. This is an amazing community full of people. And I too always felt like the outsider. Like during regular conversations with people, I'd be like, oh, and then I'd shoot out a line from like a horror movie and nobody knew what I was talking about. You know, like I'm the oddball. Yeah. But I'm the opposite. I started YouTube and I didn't know anybody. I didn't watch YouTube until after I started doing YouTube. But the first person that I found was Tony from Basement Blues. So then I started following him around YouTube as he was doing his live streams, and that's kind of how I met everybody.
Wow.
Did you already have a pretty good collection going on?
Yeah, I've been collecting my entire life, but I was like one of those people that did stupid stuff, like, oh, I got rid of a bunch of VHSs for DVDs, and then I got rid of a bunch of DVDs for streaming, and now I'm trying to get all my stuff back.
Yeah.
You know? But I also had like my entire collection stolen from me at one point. and then I had to start all over. So it's just been kind of a journey, but yeah, the community is why I stay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think all these answers have been really good. And I'm sure, I almost guarantee other creators that are in the chat right now probably agree 100% with a lot of what we're saying. And I think the stars really just aligned. Like I said, like I had known Wes from Dead Pit before doing YouTube. We had done some stuff together, and you know, him and people like Piz I had talked to for a long time, like just as a collector and someone who watched their stuff. And you know, they really urged me to do it because they knew I had a good collection and stuff like that. And it was just kind of right place at right time. And like you said, like meeting all these other people has been super cool. And the creative aspect of it, like growing up, I was always creative with like things like wrestling. Like we do backyard wrestling leagues, we do all this stuff. And I was always the guy that was like the one coming up with all the storylines and people's gimmicks and all this stuff. And that was gone. And then I became a wrestler, and that only lasted like a year and a half or so, and then real life stuff got in the way, and you know, I kind of lost a little bit of that. So to do things like this where we can kind of think outside the box, I think has really helped as well. And you know, I'm actually can enjoy a lot of my collection sometimes now because I'm like, oh well, I'm not just getting it, but I'm gonna unbox it and showcase it and watch it. Yeah. The only hard part about it is that I have so much stuff coming in that it's like I'm having trouble. Mostly the movie aspect of it is like catching up on like everything I bought. Like there's so much stuff now that I haven't even watched yet. But yeah, I mean, I just think these answers have been really good, and I guarantee people probably really like that answer. So Christian, thank you for that, because I think that's the type of stuff I like to hear other people talk about. So I'm sure a lot of people that are creators feel the same way. But before we jump into anything else, I just want to hit this super chat from Tim. He says this community rocks and y'all rad. Thanks, dude. Like, it's true. And
thanks, Tim.
I don't know if it has to do a lot with just like the way technology has come lately, but like the collaborations and stuff have gotten out of control in a sense, in a good way. But like that was never a thing really before, you know, and it's cool to see that everybody's kind of, you know, become cool and not against each other, or, you know, that's always a good thing. We get another super chat from Nick over at Movie AV Impulse. $10, brother. Everyone for the most part, community is just awesome. I love to help spread the love and the word. Yeah, man. Everybody has that story, dude. It's true. And he says, stay rad. And it's almost got to a point, and, you know, I've talked about this before, and I don't know if you guys feel the same way, but no disrespect to anybody, but like, it's like our schedules have gotten so busy now because of all the collaborations, and we want to make sure we get a Rad Pack show in a month, you know, and then I still have some obligations with Deadplit that I want to make sure we do stuff a month. So like, between, like I said, my work schedule, it's not a 9 to 5, it's like a 24/7. So I have to make gaps where I have availability to. So like, if anybody's out there that would love to collab this, then it's going to happen eventually. It's just, it's hard to kind of fit everybody. I don't know if you guys are feeling the same way on that.
Yeah, I feel that.
You know,
100%.
But it's good to see a lot of people in there. But before we jump into the next one, we did get a super chat, so I want Haim to dance for us a little bit here. Oh yeah,
vibes.
Love the Haim dance.
But yeah, everybody is saying the same thing. Look at this. He's Bob's manager over here. Look at that. I love it.
Tim and Bob are like peas in a pod. I love it.
I love it. Yeah. Great answers, Christian says. Great answers. Look at this. Why y'all over here making me appreciate stuff? Yeah, that's what we do. That rad life's positive, dude. It's positive. Mika. Yeah, thank you. That's why I love what you guys do. I like to hang out with people. Exactly. And that's why the chat's so important. You know, you guys not only interact with us, but you interact with each other when we're trying to answer questions and stuff. Like, I see you guys interacting back and forth, which is huge. Oh, my brother's in the house. He says your neighbors care about it. Yeah, he lives next door. So I guess he's one neighbor that that cares about it for sure. What's up, Gorgeously Gore? This live is awesome.
What is up?
Woo-woo!
Thank you for popping in. Thank you so much. Let me see. People come into my place, they sell the DVDs and Blu-ray, and they look at you like you're mad.
I know.
Uh-oh. He's calling it a Pete and Chevy podcast coming soon.
Oh, it's
Boston
gotta
Quarterly.
happen.
Look at that.
It's gotta happen.
That is awesome. But yeah, guys, you have anything else to touch on upon that before we move on there? Or did you feel like we needed to say?
I think we can move on because I have a couple other things that I could tag onto that, but they'll go better with another question we have down the line. So I think we covered that one pretty good. Thanks for the question, Christian.
Yeah, that was awesome. I like that one. All right, let's see who's on the call next. Who we got?
This one goes out to Mr. Rad. What are your thoughts on the Lost Boys sequels? You can hear my thoughts on Lost Boys 2, The Tribe, over on Staunch TV right now. Or, after this is over.
Staunch is the man. He's the man.
Throws a curveball at me and then wants everybody to jump over to his thing. I see what he's doing there.
Everybody pieces out.
Go to his subscribe to his channel after the stream. Head over to Staunch's channel.
Yeah, Staunch is a good dude. He's gonna be back on the channel in December, so we got some things cooking over here. So hey, thanks for that. Lost Boys sequels. You know what? I'm not gonna say I hate them. So I don't hate the sequels. I don't think they were necessary. But for what it is, like I kind of like anything that's kind of got that like teen vampire, like coolness factor. Like, man, I remember enjoying, what was that movie called? Like the Covenant or something. Remember that one that came out? It was like
from like 2007.
Yeah, it was like a fake like Lost Boys-esque type movie, you know, like I'm always into that kind of stuff. So I didn't hate them. But I just think they were unnecessary. And to be honest, I actually prefer 2 over 3. And I know that's like what everybody would say. They like 3 way better than 2.
The Tribe?
They got more of the Frog Brothers and stuff. Yeah, I thought the Tribe was all right. They had like, what was that? Kiefer's nephew or something played the main vampire or whatever.
What was the second one?
That was the Tribe was number 2. The Thirst was number 3.
The Thirst. That's right.
That's the one where like the Frog Brothers was more action, but they were like doing some weird thing where they were almost like making like a reality TV show or something like that. But yeah, I actually don't mind them. I don't know what Staunch has to say about it. What do you guys think about them?
I haven't seen them since they came out. If I'm gonna keep it 100 right here, keep it 100 right now, I don't remember them that a whole lot. I don't remember being too jazzed about them. You know.
Yeah, same. I watched them once and they made me sad, so I didn't watch them again.
I mean, the
especially
sad part
after
to
we
me,
lost Haim, and then I was like,
Yeah.
I'm done.
that was the sad part to me, is that he was originally supposed to be a bigger part in the movie, and with everything going on, he only got relegated to like a after credits scene, which kind of sucked because there was a lot more to that story to be told, I thought, and that kind of bummed me out the most.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, cool question. Nobody ever talks about that sequels to Lost Boys, but like I said, if it's got the Lost Boys name on it, I'm usually in to an extent. Like I have like the promo headbands for the Thirst and the Tribe that came out when they did Comic-Con. They had like special buttons that they did. So I have all that stuff. But yeah.
They're movies.
They're movies.
Very nice.
Look at Basement Blues thrown out here. Great group of people. Thanks,
Tony.
dude. Noise Loop. Yeah, it's true, man. I hope the collabs keep going. Seems like everybody follows. And it's funny that you say that because, you know, sometimes you'll see somebody and it'll always say like channels that also your subscribers subscribe to, and it's all the same people, you know? So obviously it's doing it well. Mike C says hello.
Hello.
What do you say to Brian here? What's up, Brian?
Hell
Goes
yeah.
blue.
How you doing, buddy?
Uh-oh. Carlos.
Hello.
Carlos. What's up, man? Look at this. Wes doesn't like that.
I was laughing about that earlier. I saw it pop up.
I've heard about that.
Look at, there's a reason no one talks about those, he says. Listen, I didn't say they were great. I said I don't hate them. I don't hate them.
That's fair.
You know? Let me see. Oh, he was Kiefer Sutherland's half brother. Is that what it was? I just thought it was kind of cool. Yeah. But yeah, Lost Boys. You guys don't have much to say about those, huh?
I don't have no. They exist.
All right, we'll go on to our next call. We got quite
There's
a few
somebody's
left here,
favorite, I'm sure.
Thanks for the question, Staunch. Appreciate it.
Now leave the chat and go check out what he's doing over there.
No, stay.
No, we got a lot of people in here, guys. So, hey, before we move on to the next thing, guys, make sure you thumbs up the stream, comment, share it. That's the only way to get us out there. Like I said, we all have our own specific goals. And for you to kind of get the word out, especially that we're live right now, more people will come in and check it out. We've got over 60 people in here. So
we're also announcing something pretty special at the end of the episode. So stay tuned to the end.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. All right, so make sure we like it. I'm not looking at that, so I don't even know how many likes we have. So, Mel, if there's not a lot on there, there's like 65 people, so we need.
That means we need 65 likes.
I agree.
Drop kick that shit.
Super kick that now.
Boom.
All right, you get on that, Mel. See what we got. What are we at?
We at 46.
Oh, not bad, not bad. Hit that little button there, and we'll see who the next caller is. Hello.
What's up, Rad Pack? The wet one here, joining your stream right here. And I have a question for you guys. All of you guys part of the Rad Pack. Can I join? Can I be a member? But other than that, my question is, what is your favorite VHS you had as a kid that you wish you had today? Let me know. Also, I have two questions here. What is an autograph from a celebrity that you would like to have for your collection that you don't have? Let me know. The wet one wants to know. And Mel, rock on.
Whoa!
Rock on.
Rock on.
We got some big...
Brennan's fucking man.
Some big dogs sending messages in, huh?
He's the man.
He was like out in the town and he sent that in.
He's always out, man.
Awesome.
He was out and about,
thanks,
that guy.
Wetness.
Yeah, man. Thank you so much for thinking of us and chiming in. That's cool, man. What do you ask? He asked about the autograph, and then he asked,
he asked if he could be a part of the Rad Pack. We didn't receive his audition tape, so you're going to need to do a self-tape. Send that in. I know you're on IMDb, but getting the Rad Pack on that IMDb, that's pretty special.
True. That's true. 50 push-ups without any breakage. So that's another thing he's going to get working on. So, Mel had to do it. She was fine.
Oh, one-handed.
You smashed them right out. 50 right in a row. Boom. Mm-hmm. All right. So VHS tapes, is there anything you guys had that you don't have anymore that you're like, man, I wish I had that VHS tape?
My original Ninja Turtles.
Ooh.
The movie. What year was it? 1980?
90.
Was it 90? Yeah. I had the green with the green little flip thing on there. You remember that tape?
Yeah, I have it right here, but it's buried in this box. But yeah, that was a great one.
Wore that one out, man.
It was like embossed on the top.
Yeah, it was embossed. It was the black cover. It had the green tape in it. It was super cool. And Speed. I watched Speed over and over and over and over again too.
What do you mean it's buried in a box? You just put all your stuff in boxes now?
Yeah, it's it. Slip covers, VHS tapes, they're all in the box.
There's all in boxes. So I have my favorite childhood VHS, which is The Burbs, which we already talked about. But if I had to pick another one, another VHS tape we really burned to death was Killer Clowns from Outer Space. And I don't have that one anymore. So I would do that one.
Yeah, great. That's a great. Actually, you know what? I must have had the Killer Clowns. What did the VHS tape look like? What was the cover on that? It wasn't the MGM one with the clown, or was it the movie?
There was a couple different ones. There's like the one where they're spinning the planet on the finger or whatever, and then there was like the regular cover that you normally see with the clowns on it. So there was a couple different ones.
Yeah, that's got a great movie poster, like the one with the planet on it. I always thought that was a really cool image.
The artwork potential with that movie is insane.
Oh yeah. I would say for me, it's probably a toss up between, because I sold a lot of my VHS, probably 90%, but I kept like a lot of my childhood ones that I had because I didn't want to get rid of those. I do, however, don't know if I still have Speed, which was another big one for me too, that I really, really watched a lot as a kid. I do have my Ninja Turtles still, but the two that I wish I still had was I had the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, like that media one that everybody loves with the artwork and stuff. I had that, and I had the Frankenhooker that had like a button, and you would press it, and she would say like want a date on it. And I really regret getting rid of that because goes for like killer money now, especially if you can find it like in good condition that actually still works. Like that's a couple $100 tape, no question. So I still wish I had that one in the collection. But before we move on, guys in the chat, like let me know, is there any VHSs that you guys wanted or wish you still had? And then we'll get into the second part of his question, which was the autograph. And we'll see what they have to say. I'm just seeing who. Oh, cool, man. Or girl. Her. Thank you for that. Appreciate that.
Thanks. Woo-hoo.
What's up, Steve? Rock on, Mel. Look at all these rock ons from the wet one's starting a whole trend over here. Boom.
What was his second question? If we could have anything, if we could have something autographed by anybody, who would it be? Mine, hands down, Quentin Tarantino. I probably shed a tear if I got like Pulp Fiction or Reservoir Dogs autographed, or the Once Upon a Time in Hollywood novelization. If I were able to get that signed, that would be amazing. He's been doing a book tour, but I wasn't able to go to any of the shows. But that would be. I mean, that's like a legend, you know. There are a million actors and actresses.
I'm over here trying to think of just one, and it's like, no, I have like a million.
Like a realistic one for me, if I went to a convention where Barbara Crampton was there, I have a TV guide from like 1989 or 1990 with Barbara Crampton on the cover of the TV guide, which is cool. It'd be nice to have that signed by her. That'd be another cool one.
Oh, yeah. That would be sweet.
Yeah.
I would say if I had to pick an autograph off the top of my head, I'd probably say Arnold. I would probably say.
You've got so many. You like got everybody already.
I was just thinking, who would you even say? You have all the things.
Arnold would be amazing.
Arnold Schwarzenegger would probably be one that I'd really, really want if money wasn't an object, because I think he's like $800 or something like that. So he's up there. So I mean, I would probably say, if I had to say, probably Arnold.
Yeah, Stallone maybe, that'd be cool.
Stallone would be great too. Yeah.
Does it have to be like realistic or achievable?
No.
What do you got?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, aside from all the actors and actresses, because like Justin said, there's like a million of them. I'd like to have a full Lost Boys poster and a full Burbs poster. Probably not going to happen, clearly, but I would have loved to have had Prince sign an album for me. I absolutely love him. I would have taken that, like, hands down.
Legend.
Oh yeah, definitely. That'd be killer. But yeah, that's cool, guys. Quentin Tarantino. I mean, dude, I think that's got to be somewhat doable. No?
Maybe. Yeah, I think it would have to be at like a special event, like book signings.
What the heck's going on over there?
Uh-oh. Check your audio.
Don't you do this to me.
He's going to have to like type all of his answers in the private chat. This is the second time. Oh, no.
If this is like if this has to do, I'm blaming like two people. It's probably Ken and his homeboys trying to get us back, or
Mid-levolution, get out of here.
Or it's probably the Uncle Rad who's messing with everybody else's swill. It's one of the two, I guess. Are we fixed up over there?
Check your plug-in, like unplug your headphones and plug them back in. Or get new headphones. Poor Justin. He has the worst
Is it me?
luck with his audio.
Oh yeah, that sounded better. That's good now, I think.
Don't touch your aux.
Can you hear us?
Is it better?
Yeah.
Was that me?
Yeah, I think so.
That was you.
It's shitty. That's why you don't buy a $30 mic off Amazon, I guess.
No, don't do that.
Actually,
Too
I
late.
did that when I started my podcast, and I prefer that mic over this Yeti over here.
Really?
I still use the Yeti, but yeah, I don't know. I just think the sound is better.
There's got to be some short. This happened on the mid-level stream too.
Well, we did that.
No.
Yeah, that's right.
Come on.
So did we got wet ones? We can probably hit, thanks for the question, brother. Appreciate
Yeah,
you, man.
we'll get the next one up. Who's on the call next? Let's check it out.
Hi, Justin. Hi, Garrett. Hi, Mel. My question would be, what would be your top 5 movies that you would take if you were to be told that you have to move to an island forever?
Oh, Goose. Top
Thanks,
5?
Gus.
I got my stack.
Oh, go, man, because I'm gonna have to think about this.
Yeah, no kidding.
Got it. First up, True Romance. I mean, it's just one of the best movies ever made. Script by Tarantino, directed by Tony Scott. It's just such a classic. The next I gotta go, Terminator 2. These are staples. These are really common ones, but there's a reason they're classics. It's because they're just timeless, perfect. All these movies are just perfectly paced, perfectly done. Next up, Stand By Me. I just love it. I try to do a mix of like some lighthearted stuff and some serious stuff, because if you're trapped on an island, you don't want to be watching just like a bunch of like dramas that feel really good but also just make you sad. This one is a little.
You don't want to be sad on your
my
island.
favorite movies. You don't want to be sad on an island by yourself. That's not a good situation. but you want to watch movies that you can never get tired of. You know what I mean? And a lot of those movies that make me really feel something are usually those sad movies that make me feel, the most. So I want to rewatch them and torture myself. But you gotta add a little, you gotta lighten it up a little bit.
Oh yeah, I love it.
Nice.
When you get done crying at the end of Stand By Me, you pop this in, and all balls itch. It's a fucking fact. And then finally, my favorite horror movie of all time,
Nice.
The Shining.
Dude, you just said you didn't want to be sad on the island. You're gonna go.
I
mad
know,
on
but
the island.
You could go crazy on the island.
Yeah, and like fit with what's happening. If I'm too sad on an island, I'm going to turn into Jack Nicholson
You'll
and
turn
start axe
into,
murdering.
What's the Justin that you're gonna turn into?
2014 Justin. We don't want that guy.
No.
You don't want that guy.
Aww.
He's not fun at parties.
He's sitting there in the corner. He's just
Passed out in the corner.
Wearing a metal shirt.
You got yours, Mel? If not, I can throw mine out there.
Yeah, I can throw out some. If given more time, these might be different. But of course, The Burbs and Lost Boys. I talk about them all the time. I would probably do The Crow. Absolutely love that movie. Blood Diner is just, I can't live without the ridiculous comedy of that one. And Yes Man. I love Jim Carrey. I love all of his stuff. He's hilarious and he makes me happy. He makes my heart happy. His face. I love his face.
Nice. That's great.
That's one of the few Carrey movies that I have not seen. I've never seen Yes Man. I hear decent things about it.
So funny. It's not like the best movie or story in the world. You've seen the story 100,000 times, but it's funny because he's in it and he does all of his things or whatever. But I just watched Earth Girls Are Easy, and I've seen that movie before, I think, but I forgot a lot about it. But he's in that movie, and oh my God, he's so adorable.
Little Jim
Yeah, he's
Carrey.
super young in that movie, and Jeff Goldblum too. It's wild.
And
Isn't
Jeff Goldblum was like the heartthrob. I was like, where did he come from? I never thought of him as like and then in that one.
No, huh?
Oh, really? I thought not in Jurassic Park when he's all like sprawled out with his fucking shirt perfectly hanging off his oiled up chest.
No,
Getting
not
me
at
excited
all.
just talking about it.
I bet it does. No, he just
Oh
like
my God.
comes out of that like salon, and you're like, damn, big.
He's always
brown
been like
eyes,
he was like ripped.
what? Yeah, he was.
But did you think he was? Did you
Sorry.
think he was good looking in Earth Girls Are Easy in comparison to what you thought before, or still not?
Yeah,
Well, she's saying
like,
she thinks he's a babe in the movie.
he's
Oh,
a
you
babe
did?
in
Yeah,
that
yeah.
movie. Yeah, absolutely. But I've never thought of him as a babe before.
Not in The Fly.
No, I don't
He's
know.
pulling
I
off his
just never,
fingernails?
like, yeah,
He's kind of ripped. Yeah.
Yeah, he was shredded in Jurassic Park, man. Shredded.
Oh yeah, and in The Fly too, for sure.
Sorry, I took us way.
No, that's
what we do.
what makes this work. You know, that's what makes this work.
It's about the banter.
because again, too, like our favorite movies of all time might not be the ones we'd bring to an island because, like Justin said, you got to kind of have that yin and yang where it's like you enjoy the movie, but at the same time, like you want to kind of mix it up. Like, so like I would probably say I would definitely have to probably still throw Lost Boys in. I would throw The Burbs in because like that movie to me, like I could watch that movie over and over again and still laugh at a lot of those one-liners. Like that's a feel-good movie for me. Karate Kid would be another one that I would bring to the table all day, every day. I would probably bring Back to the Future as well. And what I put in my last one here. And then I would probably throw Fast Times at Ridgemont High or something like that in there. It's like one of my favorite comedies. And it's one of those ones that I feel like I can watch over and over again. Great music you can kind of sing along with. And so as much as those aren't my top 5 favorites, some of them are, but those are the ones I think I would probably never get bored with, I guess you would say.
Right. It's got to be something with substance because I didn't even have that much horror in there. Like I would have been just as happy on an island by myself watching Pet Sematary 2 and Return of the Living Dead 3.
Right.
But I need some substance. I need some substance. It makes me think about something.
So before we move on, I'm going to go through because some people are writing in some good ones in here. So like Tim said, he would probably bring Jurassic Park, Ghostbusters, Die Hard, Dunkirk, and The Wonderful Life. You know what? I've never seen Dunkirk, so I don't know anything.
Jurassic Park, man, that's one that could have easily been in a top 5 too. I feel like like you said, Mel, like on any given day, these could like one or two could shift out and something else could pop in. There's so many good ones, you know.
Exactly.
Foz Rotten, what's up, man? He's giving a little just one of the guys' rules. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does.
Hell yeah.
Faithful asked about exercising. You know, I work out. Yeah, I work out. Put it this way, I work out every week. I used to work out every day, but as I've gotten older and I've gotten more responsibilities, I've cut it back. Definitely working out twice a week or more, no question, every single week for, I don't know, 20 years, I guess. It was a lot more before, but that's what it's all about. It's about consistency, more about quality over quantity, I think, at this point. But quick answer that. Now, who else we got? We got Mika. Aliens Coming to America, Terminator 2, Color Purple. Oh, that's cool. Wow, throwing aliens right in there, huh? The desert island.
Oh yeah, my girl likes some
goddamn
aliens.
Good movie, man.
Oh, it's so good movie.
And Forrest Gump, man. Sleep. I love Forrest Gump, man. Coming to America, classic.
Well, I'm glad no one said Castaway yet. So.
Yikes.
Yeah. Actually, that might not be a bad idea. They'll be like, oh, I can do this, I can do that. Just don't say
giving you some ideas.
Yeah, don't say Lord of the Flies. Don't say that.
That's amazing.
Good movie though.
Yeah.
Transformers the cartoon movie. Oh hell yeah. Pulp Fiction. Oh, those are some fun times though. That crew right there, Nick. For sure. Definitely. Slasher own video. Mallrats, Lebowski. Actually, you know what? What do you guys think of Mallrats? I like Mallrats. I've been really trying to toy with the idea of getting that Arrow. It's like to get the big box is hard to get now.
Yeah, I snagged that one. I'm a big Kevin Smith. I just saw him live the other night. Just saw him Friday. Got an autographed lunchbox. Yeah, he was screening Clerks 3.
But you're gonna let that burn down in your house for an envelope.
Wow, for an envelope.
You know, I got this. Should I show my address again? Oh, okay, no.
No.
Send all your fan mail too.
It's important.
I don't know. I don't know if I've seen that or not.
You'll watch it.
I guess I'll have to put it on the list. Here I go.
New idea for a shirt.
Gay for new shirt idea. Gay for that sounds like a Dead Pit shirt.
It does, doesn't it? The Room, Mel, have you seen it yet?
Fuck yes. God damn that. Man, I should have put that in my top 5. I should have put that in my top 5.
Justin, that you sent after watching
I'm obsessed.
Okay,
I'm obsessed with The
I
Room.
have heard about The Room.
Oh, dude. About a month ago, I just saw Greg Sestero live for a Q&A screening for like the 3rd or 4th time. Massive Room fan here. I've seen it dozens of times.
Did he sign your football?
You sent us that clip.
I have a signed script. Greg Sestero signed script. I didn't bring a football.
You should have brought the football, dude. That would have been the most unique.
Everybody brings it. Do you like, if you've seen the movie, well, you know, they'll have a live screenings go there. It's kind of like a midnight movie kind of thing where you have props. It's like interactive. So there's a bunch of random art in the movie that has spoons everywhere. So everybody brings plastic spoons. Every time a spoon shows up on screen, people throw their spoons and they're throwing footballs and quoting every line. It's a classic, man. It's a good time.
We don't get those kind of events here. I don't get
No.
stuff like that.
Oh, you don't
I
get.
don't either.
No, so that's cool that you get to go to those things. We never have anything like that around here, I don't think. But yeah, I would recommend, and especially with that thing that you do, Mel, the bottom of the barrel, whatever, like throw the room up in there in one of those days.
Well, the point is to lose, though. If the room is that good.
No, it's not good. It's not good.
Well,
It's so
that's
bad
what I'm
it's
saying.
good.
Everybody talks about this movie like it's so great, but then it's supposed to be just like known as a terrible movie. And Justin sent us that clip, and I watched it, and I was like, no, I can't.
It almost takes two watchings to like get it, because you're just like, okay, well, this is really bad. But then as the more you watch it, you find out it's really bad in like a very specifically, brilliantly hilarious way.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's like Troll 2. Like Troll 2 is terrible, but it's amazing. You know what I mean?
It's definitely something to see for sure. But before we even move on, because we have quite a bit left still, and
we have a lot of videos.
We still have to do some giveaways still, so hang tight. We're still going to announce our next show, so hang tight. But before we move on to the next one, really quick, like, look at, are we all in crew necks tonight? All crews?
Oh shit! This is like, yeah,
No,
crew neck sweatshirt.
Oh, you got a sweatshirt. All right. What do you got over there, Mel? You were talking about Blood Diner earlier. What's that? Nice jam.
So Creeperama recently put out a pre-order for Blood Diner, which I've spoken about already. So this is one of my Blood Diner teas that I got in.
So dope. I got
the
one of the other
appropriate,
variants.
so I'll do that.
Creeporama doesn't fuck around with their designs. I got another one of the other variants that are cool. Yeah.
Yeah, so I got this one, and then I got one of the long sleeve ones that has like the print down the sleeves. Yeah. So I just love the writing on it, and they went with like the red and the blue, which I think really goes well together, and it's very themed for the cover of the original artwork, I guess.
Yeah, with the neon light and stuff.
Yeah, Creeperama nailed this one. I love it.
Look at that. My brother's in here, says Tommy Wiseau wears 10 belts at once. Legend.
Yeah, he does.
Sick.
And just fully packed cargo pants with just who knows what's in the pockets, but they're always like bulging, bouncing around. Even during filming of the movie, it's so funny.
And Justin, what do you got over there? I see it. That's a cool, like, what is that, tie-dyed pearl or something?
So
Sick.
yeah, it's like kind of a purple acid wash. It's got pearl on the front. It's got a cool design on the back. It was on A24's site, but they get most of their stuff done by Online Ceramics, which is like a independent kind of hipster fucking clothing brand, but they put out really dope stuff. They've done really cool pieces for Hereditary, and I also got an X, a couple things, a couple X pieces. It's awesome.
So that's a sweatshirt, not a long.
Yeah, it's like
t-shirt.
a thick. This shit is, the quality on their stuff is absolutely insane. It's like the thickest material ever.
I love that sweatshirt. I'm not gonna lie.
It's really cool. I got a T-shirt too, but it's pricey. But they put out really good stuff. You gotta jump on it quick. I get the emails, so I get, every time something drops, I get the A24 email, like a little A24 simp, and just fucking give them all my money.
Did you end up getting a little
full of garbage?
Oh yeah, I hear you. Did you get the little Marcel? I was not toying with the idea of doing it.
I didn't. I got the movie. I didn't buy the little figure, but I feel like I'm gonna regret it if it sells out and I don't get it, because it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool, man.
Pretty cool. Yeah, for sure.
They know what they're doing.
Yeah, I thought we were all in crews. I'm in a crew. I got Jurassic Park. Look at.
Yeah, that's so sick, dude. Where'd you cop that?
Summer '93.
Summer '93.
I got this on a site called Cakeworthy. I don't know if it's still. It might be still available.
Yeah, I've heard of that. I see their ads on Instagram every once in a while.
Great material, comfortable, soft. So thought it was pretty cool looking with those neon colors and stuff. It said Summer '93, so I thought that was pretty cool. And you know what I like about it? Check these out. It's got pink, and you got the blue on the cuffs over here, so they mixed it up. So that was cool.
Yeah,
but yeah,
dope.
check out Cakeworthy. I know Tim is a huge Jurassic Park fan, so if he likes this crazy looking shirt, you should check those guys out over there. But
this might need to be a new segment.
Oh yeah, we're gonna definitely do the what are you wearing segment, because
what's that fit?
We're always trying to bring it here too.
Yeah.
But look at this. Staunch is in the house. What's up?
What's up,
man?
goddammit?
What's up? We got to your question, man. Thanks for sending it in. Appreciate it. We talked a little Lost Boys sequels. Thank you. We know you were trying to get everybody to move over to your channel, but we said after the stream they can go check it out. Thanks, brother. Let me see. Look at this. Be careful washing that. Gentle cycle, cold water, aid dry if possible, unless it says otherwise.
Yeah. Good call.
You know what? It's true though. Like I'm a wicked iffy with clothes because sometimes like I don't even know what size to buy anymore. I'm like this almost like this in between size now where fright rags, I'll buy like a shirt, I'll wash it like once, and all of a sudden I'm like, oh, this thing like doesn't even fit me anymore.
Yeah, they run small. I have to start getting larges.
So yeah,
I started getting larger too though. That might just be me.
Oh my God.
It could be cheeseburgers.
Yeah, that happened to me too.
I'm gonna blame fright rags, but it's probably the pizza.
You're gonna call and complain, and they're gonna be like, "Have you been eating pizza and burgers lately?" Like, yes, actually.
Maybe it's Papa. Maybe it's Papa John.
Bell.
Taco Bell, Papa John's.
Taco Bell.
I'm telling you, my
annihilating Mexican pizzas
is to get over to Justin's house for a weekend.
Let's go.
I can't. We got it. I got it. I want to see how this dude just like. It's like it must just be like party time, like all the time.
Well, at that local theater that I see all these crazy events at, dude, we'll do it. We'll make some content, bro.
So
go to a cool event,
actually,
a screening or something like that. We'll make it happen.
That's not a bad idea. Do you have like? Did they usually send out like what's coming up or?
Oh yeah, like Claudio Simonetti was just there doing a live score to Suspiria. He had his band there, and he plays the score live. All kinds of those events. So
I would definitely like to try to match it up with something that's coming down there. And I know like KB lives that way, and Ryan from
Panic Fest
lives that way.
Panic Fest. Panic Fest is one of the biggest horror like film conventions in the country. Horror like film. It's like a 3-day where you see all these brand new movies. It's like a festival. That's the word I was looking for. I couldn't fucking pull the word out. Film festival, one of the biggest in the country. So,
and what
Panic Fest.
Is that a specific time every year or?
Yeah.
Okay. That's cool.
We'll
I'm definitely interested in that. All right, let's see who's up in the next call. We got quite a bit left, gang. So, ready? Let's see who's up.
What's up, Rad Pack? This is Cody from Lepke Vision Films, and I've been flirting with the idea of starting a channel for a little while now, and I've talked to Garrett about this a little bit. But my question is, what were your guys' fears and struggles when you first started out your channel? This part might be more towards Justin. I know you have 2 channels. Is that because of the algorithm, or is it because you prefer to have 2 channels? Because I'm someone who, when I do a channel, I want to be able to talk about all the movies I want. Like, one day if I want to talk about Scream and Child's Play, and then the next day talk about Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead, or Beauty and the Beast, or Legally Blonde, or something like that, or Airhead, something I just love, or Blank Man. Is that something that I would have to have 2 channels for because of the algorithm, or is it something that can coexist all on one channel? So that is just a question I have, and all the Radsters out there, don't forget to roundhouse kick that like button, and everybody, stay rad, stay weird, stay killer. Oh, Justin, where's that Scream 5 review? Just kidding. Love you guys.
You gonna do me like that about my Scream 5 review?
I love that.
Lepke's got an amazing voice. He sounds like he's got a radio voice.
It is so amazing to see you, sir.
Yes.
Aww.
Yeah.
Man, we've been talking to that guy for so long, man. Face reveal. Lepke face reveal.
That was awesome, man. That was killer. Great questions.
Yeah.
Man, I mean, I don't see why you don't just start a YouTube channel tomorrow. I mean, I didn't see anything wrong with what I just saw there. I mean, personality was there, voice was there. The background looked hot over there. It looked good. I mean, the gear was rocking.
I thought the same thing when I saw this question. He was asking, "What's the hardest thing to do to start a channel?" It's literally just sitting in front of the camera, knowing that you're going to feel silly as hell. I remember the first time I fired up to film my very first video, I sat down, I got I was going to send you a clip, Garrett. I should have sent you a clip, but I was in my little spot and I hit record and I go, and I just locked up and I had to get up, turn my camera off and be like, okay, let's try this again. You just got to get the nerves out of your system. The hardest thing is just doing it. But he, like you said, he's ready to go. You just start. There's never going to be a perfect time to do it. It's never going to get easier. You're always going to be anxious. The hardest part is just starting. But yeah, you got the look down, the killer like announcer voice. But as far as the algorithm, I did 2 channels because I just wanted to separate like my more polished produced reviews for like new movies and things that aren't necessarily all horror or like super nerdy. And then so I just wanted to separate it and put all like the Boglins and Blu-rays and DVDs and all the crazy like more niche stuff on one space to try to, because the algorithm is a bitch, man. No.
Well, and you're still kind of hashing out whether having 2 channels is good for the algorithm, right?
Well, I mean,
just
trying to find time to do regular content on both, because once you don't post for a while, man, you stop going out of people's main feed and stuff like that. So it is tough, but man, he's got it. Like we've talked to him so much. That dude knows his shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
and he sees a lot of movies too.
Yes, he's seen everything. So, dude, what you're gonna do is you're gonna go tomorrow. You're gonna set up your camera. You're gonna pick a movie to talk about. And you're just going to film it. That's what you're going to do. And you're going to feel weird. You're going to look at it and it may be fucking not great. My first videos are awful. I literally can't watch them because I just cringe and I have to turn them off. But I'll never delete them. They'll always be up there, and it just shows you'll progress. Because that's what'll happen. Every single video you do will get better. You know, I didn't know. I have never owned a camera before. I had never edited before. I had never done a single thing like that. And then I just learned as I went. Mm-hmm. I got a tape rewinding back there. I don't know if you guys can hear that. There's that combo unit is insanely loud. I can hear it in my head. I can hear it in my headphones. I was like, what the fuck is that?
I thought he was running like a print machine back there or something like that. Yeah.
There it is.
Nobody knows what Justin's doing back there.
Mel, do you have any advice for Cody?
I agree with everything that Justin said. I mean, it sounds silly to just say that that's the hardest part. It's to just start, but it is. And one of the biggest fears that I had was 1, being on camera, but 2, also sitting here and you're basically talking to yourself, but you're not talking to yourself. You're like talking to an audience who isn't there. So you're like, "What's up, guys?"
So
and
weird.
Then you're like looking around. You're like, "Nobody's fucking here."
Yeah.
This is embarrassing, you know. But yeah, once you get over the fact that it's embarrassing to be doing it, it's super fun. Like, you don't even have to start with like a legit video. I don't want to say I started with, because I dropped a bunch of podcast episodes on here first, but start with an intro video, like an introductory to who you are and why you love movies and why you want to start a YouTube and whatever. And then that just gets people understanding who you are and whatever. And then jump into your whatever you want your channel to be about after that. But yeah, you got it, man. You're gonna rock it already. I can see your channel being amazing, and it's good to see you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I totally agree with everything that they've said. Like you said, we've all kind of started relatively around the same time too. But yeah, man, I mean, when it came to YouTube, for me, it was just an excuse of, I think for me, I was more nervous about how it looked. Like, did it look professional? Did it look hacked? Did it not? And as far as for me, and I know a lot of people say otherwise, is I was never nervous about the camera situation. Like, I never get nervous coming on. I actually almost get like amped up and excited every time I'm about to go live or do a video. I think the worst part about doing a video that's not live is I just hate the editing process. Like, I really do. It just really bums me out sometimes. Like, I'm like, oh, I know. I wish I could do every one of my videos live, but sometimes you want to get a little bit more of like, or I can cut this in, or I can paste this there, or whatever. So I hear you. But as far as being nervous, like, that was never a thing for me. It was more like how it looks. So when I go back and watch my old videos, as much I could have sounded better, I look more like, wow, why was like the camera up my nose? Why was my backdrop looking the way it was? Like, why was the lighting off? Like, that's the stuff I see, you know, when I look at that. And that's where I really tried to correct it and be like, okay, I want this to look professional, because, you know, a lot of things in life is like, what's the first, you know, when someone sees you or talks to you for the first time, like, what's their initial reaction? Is it going to be like, I don't want to watch this? Or are they going to feel that you're professional? And when it comes to, you know, talking about the algorithms and stuff like that, I saw people in the chat not say not to worry about that. And I agree, because I'm a big believer that consistency, no matter if it's with this or with work or with a career or fitness or whatever the heck it is, it's like, stay consistent, because eventually people are going to start dropping off. And the more consistent people that the people are that stick around the longer time are going to win in the end. And I always just feel that if you've got content worth watching, that people will find you. If you've got a channel that's entertaining, people will eventually find you. Maybe it's not all right now, but I think just keep doing it. Try to keep doing your best, make it look the best, make it feel the best, and people will find you. That's the biggest way biggest thing I can say. And man, they're all right though. Like the name Cody, like that works. Cody works already. That's already 80s. That works for sure. Buff beard, dude, fresh threads, killer voice. Like, dude, you got it, man. You've got this. Easy. I want a video tomorrow, and we'll get this thing rocking and rolling. And again, people in the chat know you, so you'll be on people's collabs real easy, and it'll just kind of get your feet wet, where maybe going on a stream with more people, not all the focus is going to be just on you. So with the community that we have rocking now, like, I think it's a no-brainer. I mean, for 100%. Sure. So,
and now that we've seen you, we want to see more of you.
100%. You got to do it. Start tomorrow.
Yeah, man. I agree. And I still, again, this is just me, but I still think Justin having 2 channels is throwing him off. But hey, that's just me. But at the same time, like, you look at someone like Christian pigeonholed himself because he had a name, something Christian Hanahara, right? So that in his head was like, well, dude, like, it sucks because people are going to come to a horror channel. If I'm talking about Rambo, they're going to be, what the heck's wrong with this guy? Where he was smart to branch it into a more broad thing. And the same thing, like, with when I came out Born to Be Rad, like, I knew primarily I wanted to talk about horror, but I didn't want to be stuck to just a horror channel either, because we could do stuff like this, or we could talk about Encino Man or whatever. So
all those movies he mentioned are part of the same, even though they're not all the same genre, like, it's the same generation of people who grew up on those same movies. So I think you can't go wrong. Just pick something that you're super excited about. I don't know if you're going to do video essays or talk to the camera straight on, but just look at the camera and just act like you're talking to, like, a good friend about something you're really excited about it, and just, like, let it roll out. Just don't overthink it.
And if you're planning on changing your name, because Lepke Vision Films already works for pretty much everything, you can pretty much 100%. Talk about whatever you want in film. Right. So unless you're going to change your name,
I wouldn't.
Just don't put like horror, in the title or something like that. Because even My Killer Podcast works for pretty much anything. Because there's a lot of things that are killer,
Yeah, I don't. There's no need for a name change.
Talk about horror.
I think Lepke Vision Films is I would keep it.
Perfect. Sure. Don't change it.
Yeah. But no, man, thank you so much. And like you said, it was cool seeing the face behind the name. So
I was so excited. Oh my God.
Yeah, that was cool.
What's up next? I mean,
and I'd be cussing and shit.
It's tough sometimes. I mean, but again, like, all it takes is like one. And even some of these people that you might see that you're like, why is these people get so many followers? Like, man, it just, with the algorithm situation, it could just take one time, right? That's it. But like, I think as a whole, you could have, 20,000 subs, but if you're doing a live stream and there's 4 people in here, who cares, right? Like, you got to look at it from different angles too. Like, you could have hit the algorithm, got all these subs, and then, nobody's really following you. They're just still subbed to you, and they kind of forgot that they were subbed.
I had that a lot with a couple news videos that popped off.
Yeah, like, that happens. I mean, when you see how many views you get per, or then people are coming back. And I think that's going to be, like I said, at the end of the day, more important. And then you tell your friends, hey, come check these guys out. And that kind of, what do you call that? Like, word of mouth is going to help these channels rather than them just stumbling across one video. Because there's even been times with me where all of a sudden, like, I'll get a bunch of subs, and then 2 weeks later, I'll like wake up or whatever, and I'll look and I'll be like, I just lost 10. Like, you know what I mean? Like, for what did I do wrong? What did I do yesterday? Like, did I piss a whole group of people off? But
yeah, when you first start, you don't want to be worrying about. Don't pay attention to the analytics when you first start. Just do your shit.
Yeah, because they need
You're gonna do great.
To build anyway.
Yeah.
Right. Now, we've got about 75 people in here right now. Thank you guys for hanging in this long. We're like an hour and 20 in. And we still have some more to do. So I don't think we're going to get to the written questions tonight. I apologize. We will save it for the next episode because we still have a couple more phone-ins to do. But really quick, Mel, can you see how many likes do we get over on that stream right now?
Let me go check.
Because we had about 50, I think, last time. I'm a little under 50, so I expect more now.
We had like 46 when I checked last time. We're at 53, and we got 72 watching.
Heck yeah. All right, guys. If you haven't, super kick, roundhouse kick.
Kick that like button.
Get that like button going. Kill
that like button.
Kill it. And we'll get ready for our next one while Justin goes on a little break.
Where'd Justin go?
Don't know.
Why Justin always believing and stuff?
Oh my God. All right. Next up on the phone lines, who we got here?
Hey, what's going on, y'all? Joe Buddy Huck here. Look, the questions I want to give you, I'm going to give you 3 questions, and each of you has to pick one of them. So it's not one for all of you, and you all do all of them. It's 3 questions, and you have to figure out who gets each one, all right? And because, we all love movies, so I'm going to keep it playful. It's going to be about Hollywood, all right? So the first one is, if you could meet any celebrity, who would it be, and what would you have them sign? The second one is, if you could have any celebrity in the world play you in a movie about your life, who would that celebrity be and why? And the last one is, if you say you won a lottery contest and you could act in a small scene with one actor, it was like this great little scene that you won, what actor would you love to act with in one scene and why? So is that a funny scene? Is it a love scene? We don't know. I mean, come on, have fun with it. Be playful, enjoy. So I hope these were fun. I can't wait to see who picks which one. And there you go. All right, guys, that's it for now. Gotta go.
What?
That was amazing.
What the huck just happened back there?
That was wild stuff, man.
That was amazing.
Wow.
That cat had 9 lives. He just spent them all.
I loved it. Oh my God. All right. Man, what are you guys gonna choose?
I thought you guys already picked yours.
Well, what you go? What are you gonna pick?
I'll take one.
Okay, go.
If I could act opposite any actor under the sun, I could pick like a Babe and do like some kind of cool like that, but I think it would be Leonardo DiCaprio, man. To share a scene with him would be amazing.
That would be killer.
He's just pro, man. He's just a pro, and his career spans so far, so many different types of roles. So it could be a cool movie. It could be something. He works with cool directors. Maybe be like a Scorsese movie or something. That's my.
All right,
I'm giving you the pink eye because you took my question, Justin.
I told you guys to chime in. I kind of just.
We chimed.
You can do the same one. You can do the same one. Who cares? No, who cares?
No, it'll be easy. We'll work together, Mel. We'll work together. I'll do
the
the
other one is what celebrity would play. I don't know.
Winona Ryder. Boom, we got it. Okay. Anyway, so
worst pick ever.
That was very Winona Ryder
in
right
the
there.
chat. Who would play me in a movie and go?
And don't say Lita.
Don't say Winona Ryder.
You didn't like that answer?
No.
You're not a Winona fan?
She doesn't look anything like me, okay?
All right, we'll let them talk about it. I'll say if I'm gonna do the last one, which is the autograph on what, it would be Jamie Gertz on that Lost Boys poster. That's what I would choose. She's the one I need. She's that white whale. I don't know if I'll ever meet her, but I need her on that poster, and she doesn't do conventions or anything like that. And I'm afraid to ever ship this thing somewhere to maybe get signed. And I know she doesn't do a lot of signings. So I would say to make life easy, that Lost Boys poster with the Jamie Gertz SIG right on it. But yeah, let's see. Amy Jo Johnson. Well, some Power Ranger action. Is that her? Amy Jo Johnson?
Amy Jo Johnson.
She the Pink Ranger? Was that Amy Jo Johnson?
I think so. I think so.
Let's see. Oh, yeah. I mean, maybe. I don't know. Here, I'm just going to answer all 3 then. Who would I meet? Woody Harrelson. What would I have him sign? My boobs. Celebrity that would be me in a movie? Britney Spears. Why? Because she's just as ridiculous as I am.
Then why do we Why did you say that at the beginning?
I don't know because I'm riffing now.
Oh, all right.
After the scene in the movie, Woody Harrelson, love scene. There you go.
Oh shit! Okay, okay.
Wow.
We see you, Melody.
Boom, nailed it.
Wow.
Garrett's shocked.
Big Cheers fan, I guess.
I love me some Woody Harrelson. Not gonna lie.
It's like Natural Born Killers, Woody Harrelson.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
Wow.
Yeah, he's cool as hell in that movie.
Mm-hmm.
He's a dope actor, man.
Man, he's one of those actors that kind of pops up in like a crap ton of movies doing like little small parts and stuff, and you never know he's going to be in it until you start watching it and you see
He
him,
was
you're like,
amazing in that new Triangle of Sadness movie, which is nobody's talking about that movie, and it's absolutely incredible.
I haven't seen it. It's going
Triangle
on.
of Sadness, yeah. Look into it, but he's amazing in that. He plays a captain of a ship that has crazy shit going on.
Whoop, whoop.
It's a good Woody role.
I feel like me and her have some things in common.
You dance around your house like she does every day?
Yeah, her Instagram's pretty unhinged,
Maybe.
man.
Yeah. Wild
We
ragged.
both say stuff that makes like no sense.
You big Roy
I'm
Munson
guilty of that.
girl, huh?
Oh my God, yes. That's where I fell in love with him.
I love it.
I'm not gonna do it.
You just
I'm
did
not
it.
gonna do it. I love Kingpin though.
See, I told you guys you were going to learn something new every day. We didn't realize that Mel had this big Woody fetish, you know? We didn't realize
I do.
Woody fetish. There's your new shirt. Mel got a Woody fetish.
I do. I love him. I love him so much.
That'll be a new shirt on like My Killer Podcast shop. It's going to say, I love Woody. It's going to say on it.
That would probably sell, man.
Probably.
Yeah.
I'll have to put like a picture of him on it or something.
Yeah.
So it's not so, you know.
And you could do it in like the White Men Can't Jump font or whatever. That'd be cool.
That's actually a sick ass idea.
Yeah. Should rock it.
Boom. Let's do it.
All right, let's see who we got coming up next. Huck, thank you again for that. That was a cool one. Awesome.
Love
awesome
the production
editing.
value.
Oh, for sure. We are all about that. All right, let's see who's up next.
Hey, Rad Pack, it's Tim here. If you know me, you know I'm a poster guy. Only have a gigantic flat file here, just filled to the brim with posters. And then I utilize the hell out of my wall space. So my question to you guys then is, what is your favorite movie poster? Not necessarily a favorite movie and then the poster from it, but specifically, what's your favorite movie poster? Because there are some amazing ones out there. They might not be your favorite movie, but they are killer artwork. Thanks for answering my question and have a rad day.
Oh, Triple T in the house, baby. Talking
Great
my
question.
game with the posters. I love changing it up to some poster talk, brother.
Good question, Tim.
Yeah, is there anything you guys know right off bat, or you want me
Yeah,
to
I have
just
a
run it?
little stack here.
A stack.
Stack of posters.
Wow.
Well, it's all the same movie. I don't have the actual
Oh,
the copy with mine's Night of the Demons, but I don't have the old artwork. I got the steel book that has the commissioned artwork, but the original art. I figured this would be an excuse to show off some shit too. The original artwork for Night of the Demons is just amazing, and the artwork for Night of the Demons 3 is actually pretty dope too. It's got the purple and green on it and stuff too, but it's just iconic.
Now, do you have any posters up, or do you not even have room for that, Justin?
No, I don't have no.
Nothing.
No, none of that. I have a bunch of posters. I don't have that though. I'm buying the originals now.
No, but I'm saying, like, what a badass. He says it and takes like a swig. He just told us off.
I was thirsty as hell, man.
I only do originals now.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That's fucking hilarious. That's hilarious. That was pretty casual.
The way he said it was like it's like so stuck up. Like
I wasn't. I assure you, I wasn't big. I just
New
needed
shirt.
Sipping this liquid death
I
right
think you
here.
need to move Justin up here.
Oh my god.
You're either with it or you're not.
A new shirt. It's like him doing that. It just says like Movie Watch Daily is better than you, whatever it says on it.
Yes, let's make that
Oh
happen.
shit. Oh, that's hilarious.
All right, Mel, do you got anything off the top of your head?
So I did just get a new poster from Hero Complex Gallery. So it's more like an artwork. It's not so much a movie poster, and it's not original. But Tim, if you go on there, I think it's still on there, but it's the Legend one where it has darkness on it, and it's just like his head from like here up, and the whole poster is just like this glorious like shape of his horns, and they're like shiny and stuff. It's really cool. But I only have a handful of posters. But yeah, I guess that one's my favorite.
No, that's awesome, man. A Hero, I buy from them a lot, actually. They're they're not original like theatrical prints, but those are expensive prints, art prints.
Yeah.
Like those go for big money. So Tim can attest to this as well. Is like sometimes you wanna, if there's any on there you really want, like get them, because when they sell out, like they go for big money online. And I've got a ton of those things, and anytime I either need extra money or I'm running out of room, like they're always an investment in the sense where I'm like, oh, I'm running out of room to store these. Let me go through and see which ones I can sell off to make some room. And people buy them, like they really do. So that's awesome that you ended up grabbing that. And I can see Tim over here saying the same thing.
The limited poster game's crazy because they make such like if you look at the old like Mondo posters, I wanted that freaked Mondo. Did you score that one, Garrett? The Mondo freaked?
No, but I know which one you're talking about. Yeah.
Well,
oh, so
stuff
sick.
goes hella fast, doesn't it? Like you don't even have a day to decide to order that stuff.
I got the Black Swan a few years ago. That's the only one I was ever able to get.
But yeah, like those like Hero Complex Gallery, Bottleneck, like they're all in that same Mondo realm. Like some of them don't sell as fast, but it depends on the movie. Like if it's a Halloween or Jaws, like no matter if it's on Mondo or Bottleneck or any of those sites, they usually go pretty fast. So you've got to be like really on point with those. And that's the part that kind of sucks. But at the same time, if you get one, it's valuable right away.
They do like runs of like 1 or 200.
So I can take a picture of it and throw it on Instagram.
Yeah, you definitely should. Did you say you got it already or you haven't?
I have it. I just got a frame for it. I mean, it's not like a glorious frame, but I was going to hang it up in the movie room.
Oh, yeah.
If that ever gets done.
It'll be done when I do my tour, I guess. We'll do our tours together. We'll have to, drop it together. Yeah.
Are you buying yourself more time because my movie room is going to take a while?
Yeah, I am. Exactly. As I look around here and I'm like, stacks of boxes. I've got all these movies from like Christian stream the other night, like still stacked over here. I've got all my Vinegar Syndrome orders stacked over there. I'm like, I don't even know where I'm gonna get when I'm gonna get
it like it is. Show it.
It's a mess.
Tried and true.
What size was that? Was it a 18 by 24 or a 24 by 36?
It was a 24 by 36.
Ooh, that's sweet. Yeah,
It was the only one left. I think the smaller one wasn't even.
Well, good. I would rather have a bigger one, anyways. If you can fit it, those are going to be more valuable.
I'm going to be able to fit like maybe 3 in this room,
which is is good and a bad thing. I mean, you just got to be mindful. Like for instance, like I have movies that I'm like trying to figure out where I'm going to put space and have to box them up. I could add shelves back here, but I don't want to lose the aesthetic of the posters because I really like them. Like, I mean, I must have 1, 2, 3, 4 behind me, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23.
God damn.
I probably got 30 posters there.
That's amazing. You have the space for that, dude. That's awesome.
Yeah, no shit. Your room is so much bigger than mine.
Yeah, that's insane.
Didn't you say bigger is better?
Well,
Didn't you say that earlier?
It's swapping those out like you do, man. That's a lot of work.
I'm gonna be honest. Like the main room, like I don't swap out a lot. Like I might do them like seasonal, maybe. These ones kind of over here, I usually leave pretty much in. The ones I swap out the most, the ones behind me, and I do it specifically for the shows. I'll usually
take
switch
them in and out of the frames, or do you have them all framed and you just switch them out on the wall?
A little bit of both. I have more framed that I just switch them out, but I also do have to take some in and out, which is a pain in the butt.
Yeah.
To do that. So that's a tough one. But If I had to go poster artwork, like original, I'm gonna go with Phantasm. I think that white original is still one of my favorite images. I've got that hanging up over there as well, and it's one of my favorite just all time images is that Phantasm. It's just very unique for the time. So that would be my pick. But I want to see what everybody else in here is saying. Yeah, man. If I had to go back, and I'm curious what you say, is there any that you wish you had? Like one of the ones that I wish I could get my hands on is like, and when Jason Edmonston did that, he did the Michael Myers coming through the closet. That screen print, I would love to have that. I have the Jamie Lee Curtis that goes with it, but I wasn't able to get the Michael. But that thing sells for like a couple $1,000 now, so
That's
I don't ever think it's going to end up in my collection unless I somehow like stumble across it with someone not realizing what they have. But that's one I definitely regret not getting. Oh, the Vertigo art. Nice. Yeah, I will not give up. Yeah, it's true. Thank you, Tim. And thank you for your question, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, good question, Tim.
All right, we're going to move on. We still got about almost 70 people in here right now still. So thank you guys as we roll in. We usually try to keep this about 90 minutes, but obviously we're going over and we weren't sure how long this was going to take us. Justin was right. Justin said this was going to take a while.
There's a lot of the videos, man. There's a lot of good video questions. So and we're given, I don't want to rush any of the answers and things like that. So
definitely, because these people, they took a lot of time to do this and send these in. So we definitely want to, showcase that. All right, let's see who's up next.
What's going on, Rad Packers? Movies and Sue here. My question for you is, what is your least favorite movie genre to watch? And what film from that genre would you sacrifice right away?
Ooh,
that's a tough
one.
one. Sue.
Yeah, it's a great question, man. Do you guys know?
Man.
Genre.
Well, when she says sacrifice, does that mean just like which movie you just don't like, or is she saying like even though you don't like that genre, there's one movie you would keep? What was she trying to say?
I think she said eradicate it, like get rid of it, right?
Like a movie you own that you're just like, okay.
Yeah, like what's your favorite subgenre?
And if I had to.
Yeah, like if you pick the least favorite subgenre and a movie that would completely annihilate, movie or franchise, maybe. I have a franchise that I want to get rid of.
I'm not really into war movies personally. There's probably a handful that I do enjoy. Like I absolutely love Casualties of War with Michael J. Fox, Sean Penn. Like I love that movie. You've got your classics like Apocalypse Now that I really enjoy, but
Saving Private
more or
Ryan
less like, yeah, it's a good one too. But like, there's a lot that I haven't seen. So if there's anything that I would just take out, I mean, I don't know if I have a good answer for that because I don't watch enough of those. The ones I have watched, the ones that I've liked, but I don't go out of my way to watch them. Like, what's the one Ken likes? I've never seen that thing. 14 something.
1907.
Whatever. I don't know. He always talks about it. 1914, 1904, whatever. Like,
it's a beautiful looking movie.
I haven't seen it. Yeah.
It's beautifully shot.
Yeah, I haven't seen it, so it's not one that'll probably I'll ever watch. Not because I like despise it. It's just not on a radar of mine at all. Not even close. But that's just me. What do you guys think?
No.
Well, now that you say war movies, I might say that. But there were like several that I really liked, like Saving Private Ryan and Black Hawk Down, and those I guess I do kind of like some of those. I would say I don't like. I don't know if there's an appropriate like name for the genre, but like time pieces, like the Downton Abbey type stuff, where it like takes place way back in the day, but not like in the cool way that like Back to the Future 3 did, but like super boring drama stuff.
Yeah,
I don't
like
know. Like
Amadeus and shit.
Yeah, like I don't know if that's a genre, but if it is, I don't want it. And I don't own any of it, so I don't have to sacrifice nothing.
Yeah. What about you, Jay?
Yeah, for me, it's the modern exorcism genre. All of these real shitty. I would eradicate. Basically, what I'm saying is, I would eradicate the entire Conjuring universe out of existence.
Wow.
The entire
No,
universe.
Justin.
Yeah, it's a bold statement, but it's got to be said.
That's heavy.
Because they're really going thick with all these
can't.
extended universes and all the exorcism stuff. I'm just super over it.
Wow. See,
Did I just drop a bomb in the room?
yeah, a little bit. Jeez.
Holy shit.
I can't
Okay,
even
sorry
think straight
guys.
anymore.
I'm just trying to think if Conjuring fits in Rad, like is it in the Rad zone or not? You know? I don't know.
No.
The Conjuring was a game changer for me. The other ones, well, Conjuring 2 gave us The Nun, which is one of my all-time favorite horror, like, monster villain things, although they did her dirty in her Nun movie and whatever, and The Conjuring 2 is literally the only movie that she was good in, and The Conjuring 2 itself, the movie was bad. But possession movies and exorcism movies are like my jam. I love all of them. I like watch them all. Like The Exorcism of Emily Rose scared the crap out of me, but I loved it so much.
Yeah. I think what happened is like a lot of those movies started coming out, and then Blumhouse just started putting out so many of these like super mainstream kind of safe movies that kind of just bothered me. Maybe it was just like the influence, the movie's influence on the genre itself, maybe is what bothers me more. But I've tried to watch them.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like the story of Ed and Lorraine just because of like the people in real life supposedly didn't really do what the movies said they did or whatever. But if you take that away from it, I still really like the movie.
I mean,
I just like all the Annabelle and Nuns and all that shit.
I do like the first two Conjurings, Annabelle's and Nuns. Yeah, I didn't really care for. So I wouldn't eradicate that, but I mean, at the same time, I think that I get it. I mean, it could be something that maybe you just get tired of because it just was all we were getting for a while. But Jack Frost made a good point. This actually could answer my question. Those Cat 3 movies, like Ebola. I don't like it. Not my jam, all that stuff. I had to watch Ebola Syndrome for a stream. Didn't really care for it. So I guess you could say that. Yeah, I'm never going to watch any of those again either. A little too much. Huck just jumped in, man. We just got done your question, dude.
Yeah.
What's up, brother?
Thanks for sending it in, man. That was awesome.
It was so good.
But yeah, it was that was a great question, Sue. Thank you. If you're not in here, appreciate it. For sure. Now you can kind of figure out what we don't like. But again, like I said, when it comes down to things, like there's stuff that I would like to watch, but I've got so much that I want to watch that I have trouble with that I just don't find myself venturing out into these unknown territories. So there's a lot of movies that I've never seen. Like I've never seen Casablanca. I know everybody's been posting about it. I've never seen that movie.
Me either.
At all.
I've never seen it either.
And it could be great. And everybody's like, dude, what? It's so good. But it's so out of my realm that I'll probably never get to it, I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Based on everything
like Citizen Kane and all that stuff.
I do have that, but but I get it. Like, I'll never probably watch that again. So it's not in my wheelhouse to even upgrade it or anything like that because I'll just never get to it. Well, people are jumping in now. I love it. Mama Blu-ray's in here. Woo woo.
What is up?
Oh, that's what I was going to say.
Sue's mom.
David Gordon Green chimes in and says that he's talking about himself here. So David Gordon Green says to get rid of David Gordon Green's franchise before it's made. Wow.
Yeah, I'm not excited about that.
He doesn't want to do it. I'm going to tell you, I'm excited for it. I really am.
Are you?
I'm like with Mel. Like, I really do love possession movies a lot. I'm a huge Exorcist fan. And not that I think that he's going to be better than the original because I'm not even looking for that. I just want something entertaining and, you know, hopefully he can bring it to the table. I like the idea of trilogies. But he makes me nervous now how he made a trilogy with the Halloween movies. Like that was just kind of like, it wasn't really a trilogy. It was kind of like, we're just going to make 3 different movies and throw shit at a wall and see what else sticks. So
exactly.
I'm curious to see how he takes this. And Mel, have you seen a movie? This is pretty underrated, I think. There was a movie called Possession that came out a couple of years ago that like I thought was really good.
With Jeffrey Dean Morgan?
Yeah, that was a good movie, right?
Nobody
talks about that. I was like, that's one of the better possession movies I've ever seen, I thought.
Yeah, I loved that. Well, I watched it specifically because he was in it because I really loved him. But yeah, it ended up being a really good movie.
Yeah, I totally agree. No one ever talked. I bought the one sheet movie poster when it came out. I really liked it. I think I saw it in the theater, but nobody ever brings that movie up, and I think it's a pretty good one.
Yeah, it's pretty underrated.
Did you see what's the other one? it was like a found footage kind of exorcism movie. Was it? The lady was saying Connect
Exorcism
Cuts.
of Emily Rose.
No.
That was good.
She was doing Connect Cuts. You remember that one? She had like the stuff all over her lips. What was that called? Devil Inside, I think. Do you remember that? That was freaky.
I think I kind of remember that one.
Yeah, I
That was a
don't
freaky one.
know.
I would check that out if I haven't seen it. All right, moving on.
Let's go.
See what we got.
Rad Pack, nice to see you. I'm just finishing up shooting a music video for my band Lame Genie, and I have a question for the pack. What's your favorite band? Easy question, as long as you don't say Lame Genie, because I already know that's your favorite.
Oh!
Hell yeah.
Woo!
All right. My broski from Lame Genie throwing out a question. I appreciate that, dude. We're talking about music now, which is cool to kind of get into. Favorite band, though, he says it's an easy question. I don't think that's an easy question for me at all.
An easy question.
Super hard.
Man, because my love for music is so all over the place. It has been since I was a kid, and it still is. I mean, the one genre of music that I don't listen to at all is country. I do not listen to 1 ounce of it, so I know nothing about it. But when it comes to favorite band, like I went through times of like, hey, this was my favorite band at this point. Now it's this, now it's that. So I can kind of give like a couple answers here, and I don't really think I have a favorite. I don't know if you guys feel the same, or you know right off the bat, like, hey, this is my all-time favorite band, no questions asked.
It's tough. It would be in different areas, like you said, in different areas of my life. I listen to a lot of stuff. It's my tastes have evolved a lot, but I definitely have some favorites.
All right, we'll throw them out there, man. What do you got?
If I go back to kind of just like with movies, it usually goes back to childhood, the shit that kind of like in your formative years that sticks with you forever. So for me, it would be a group of bands. I'm a 90s guy. So we're talking Pearl Jam, Alice in Chains, Soundgarden, Nirvana, Silverchair. But at the top of the heap is actually probably Silverchair. They did a lot of albums after their grunge stuff. They went and did a whole new direction. And stuff. I love Pantera, but nowadays in my older days, I listen to a really mellow stuff a lot of the time. Synthwave. I listen to a lot of a band called City and Color, a Canadian like singer songwriter kind of ambient rock band. Sublime. I still listen to Sublime a lot. Tupac.
Love Sublime.
Yeah. Tupac, Bone Thugs.
Ooh, that was heavy.
Nice.
All right,
my taste is all over the place.
I agree, man. Mine is too. And like you said, if it started at a young age, I mean, as a little kid, New Kids on the Block was all day, every day. As a young kid.
I had their tapes, man, back in the day.
You know,
cassette tapes.
Then from there, it got into. I can literally remember, like in 3rd or 4th grade, like we'd all go out for recess and we'd have it on a boombox. We'd all be like dancing around like the asphalt or whatever. Like
it was legit.
Yeah, that was big, and like
it was
Belle Biv DeVoe and Boys to Men, they were all big back then, and you know, Vanilla Ice and all that stuff. But then, you know, obviously I get into like hair bands and stuff like that, and which is probably one of the genres that I listen to the most now. So if I had to go in that route, like 2 that pop up in my head, and one of them is probably like people like I get it, and the other one people are like, what? I'm going to say Skid Row probably, and I'm going to probably throw Winger in there as probably 2 of my favorites in that kind of genre. Then growing up, I got really into like the hardcore scene. So I would like say 18 Visions would have probably been one of my favorites for a long time. If you guys haven't heard them. And then from there, I'm going to say currently like the Midnight is probably a band that I feel like can't put out a bad song. It's unreal. So
they're killing it right
kind
now.
of where I fall when it comes to different music and stuff like that. And Mel, what about you, Mel?
Same. So growing up when I was a kid, my dad was really into 80s hair bands. So that's where my love and passion kind of stems from there. Like I love all of them. Def Leppard is like one of my favorites. I was a big Meatloaf girl. I listen to Meatloaf all the time. So when RIP, that hurt me a little bit. When I was a little older, like I dug Madonna a lot. And then in high school, I was a big indie girl. So Snow Patrol was my jam. And I got into Pink Floyd a lot, and Velvet Underground was huge in high school for me.
Hell yeah.
Prince and Michael Jackson and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, I guess I would say those.
That's a lot of good shit.
Yeah.
We all have pretty broad musical like interests, like, all over the map of
I'm
genres
same
and
though.
styles.
I don't listen to country at all.
Yeah, and it's very popular around here now, which when I was a kid, it was almost like you almost like made fun of somebody by telling them they liked country music. Like it was just so like not even a thing that we ever heard around here, but now it's almost taken over like the rock scene, I think.
Well, modern country is just basically like pop music, you know, that's so polished, and it's not like back in the day.
I know some old country songs though, because like my grandpa.
There's some
was
good
big in
90s
country, so I can jam out to Little Boots, Scoot and Boogie and stuff.
There's good country in the 90s.
Like Achy Breaky Heart, was that a good one?
Hell yeah, right? Like
that was the big one I remember as a kid. Yeah, Achy Breaky Heart was like a big one. You know, and obviously hip hop too is a big one for me. But yeah, I could say look at new metal, man. Like new metal is coming back. Like you can see a lot of these hardcore bands, they're starting to add a lot of new metal in there. So
yeah.
You know, I went through a phase too. Like I was listening to a lot of like emo stuff in like the 2000s and stuff like that, and kind of all over the map. Like, oh yeah, all that stuff. Yeah, I mean, I was big into that. Like, remember band Rufio? Did you remember those guys? They were pretty cool. And then like current stuff like metal, like you know, Ice Nine Kills, Motionless in White. Like I like all that. Fine with those guys and stuff. So yeah, there's just again, like we said, our musical taste is just kind of broad, which I think is good. I know KB Movies jumped in here. This guy is a movie guy, this guy's a music guy. He likes everything. So yeah, for sure. But yeah, guys, as we kind of head off towards the end, we still got a couple more left. If I have to dip out, it's because you know how it happens. At 2 hours, my headphones decide they want to go bye-bye. So let's try to zoom through the rest of this here because one's gone. So if the other one goes, I'm gonna dip and go get. No, I'm gonna dip and go get him, and you guys are gonna just continue on. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Let's see what we got.
Well, we don't have.
What's going on? It's Nick over here at Movie AV Impulse, and I just want to say, first of all, you know, I got much love and respect for all three of you. Justin, Garrett, Mel, you guys are awesome, and Lady too. But my question for all three of you is, when you're not making great videos or content or being featured on somebody else's channels, what is it that you like to do? I would like to know because I watch you guys all the time. It's good to know, you know, what you guys like to do in your pastime. So anyways, thanks for answering. I mean, I appreciate it. You all stay rad.
Thanks, buddy.
Oh, thanks, Nick.
It's a good dude right there.
Yeah. Question is tough because I'll just go right on the bat. This is what I do, basically, like to have any kind of like hobby, right? So other than that, it's I work a lot. I'm a dad. I have a family. I have to work out. It's just part of my life. You know, I cook because I need to make sure I have meals, like, and then I just do this. And that's kind of like the rotation of like my weekly cycle. Like it's very rare that I go and do anything outside of that, which, you know, I probably should do more, but it's just the cards, there's just not enough time in a week. Cause you know, we prep for things like this and for other shows, and it becomes, you know, part of your day. Like this wasn't, when we did this episode, we were like, oh, this is going to be great. Like easy, you know, we don't have to research, we don't have to watch movies to do this, but this was a lot of work going into this, you know, like it really was like a lot of work. And, you know, so we had to make sure we spent time like doing that stuff and whatnot. So man, great question. I wish I had a better answer for you currently in my life right now. What do you got, Mel?
My answer is much the same. Like I even talked to somebody else. I was like, what do I do other than this? And they were like, this is what you shop for movies. You watch movies outside of YouTube. But I guess if I had to say, I do collect books as well. So I used to read a lot. I don't read a lot anymore, but the plan is to read more, you know, when I retire. And I like to cook and take pictures of my food like a weirdo. So those, I guess, are two other things that I do.
But that's good though, Mel. That's good.
You need to start an Instagram for your food pics,
I have
man.
one.
I didn't know that. Are you serious? Holy shit! I didn't know
G-Star
that.
and Gus are the only ones that know about my food.
Oh shit! Secret's out now. They're gonna find.
I know. I know. About
That's
it.
awesome. Yeah, I didn't know that. That's so cool.
Well, it's
See?
food that doesn't suck if anybody wants to look at it, but I haven't posted on there in a while because I do this stuff now.
Yeah, I'm in the kind of a similar boat. We all work. So I work 6 days a week. I do a lot of editing. I mean, a lot of these videos that you see take a lot of. It's just very, very time consuming. So when I have an extra bit of time, it's me and Pete out on a walk, or just eating some food. I like to cook as well, but there's not a lot of time to do anything crazy. I am a musician, but it just doesn't seem like I have enough time. YouTube takes up a lot of time.
It really does.
It's in a good way, but it takes up a lot of your life when you do it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, I mean, again, this is why we all hang out, because outside of here, we're just like kind of boring.
Right.
I guess.
We are nobody and everything.
Nah, Mel still parties. She's got it.
I do party every once in a while.
Yeah,
I was at a party before I came on.
See?
I feel like you're always at a party, and then you leave a party to do your stream, and then you go back to the party.
Yeah, but how lame am I? So last time we did a stream, I was literally at a party. I left the party to come do this because this is more important. And then I went back to the party, and it was like almost over. But then I still ended up staying up until 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, did you do the moonwalk? You pull that off?
Kind of did.
Sick. You know what, though, I will say this, like, Mel's a trooper, I will say, and she obviously is passionate about it. I mean, when we first started the Rad Pack and we did our first episode, all of a sudden, like, after it was over, somebody were chatting, and I was like, "Are you on a green screen? Like, it looks weird." And she goes, "Oh yeah, I'm in like Hawaii or something." I'm like, "What the heck? Like, why didn't you just tell me? Like, why didn't you just say like we can't do the show?"
She's all business. Damn.
Okay.
Like,
because
I mean, I gotta give her credit. I mean, like, that's amazing. Like, she could have easily just said, "Guys, like, I want to do that first show, but can we wait a week?" But instead, she was like, "Sure, let's do it."
I just had to figure it out. I had to figure out the green screen thing without I didn't even have a green screen. It was just like a plain wall in the hotel room. And I was like, I got to figure out how to make this work without a green screen. So I did it. And I was like, okay, cool.
So,
hope they don't notice that my hands disappear when I do this.
That's legit dedication, though, man. That's awesome.
But like, if you guys don't know, like, we honestly do, like, we talk a lot. We try to make these shows feel special and have special things happen. And even something so easy as like a Q&A show, like, we could have just went through the chat all day, right? But we're like, all right, how can we make it a little bit different? How can we think Rad Pack, right? How can we
like a
think
show,
Rad Pack? So if you hear that being said, think Rad Pack, that's something going around. That's thinking outside the box, right? That's thinking different.
I love that, man. I love that.
I like it. That's another shirt coming right there. But
I love it.
Nick says Tony's the new Blockbuster when streaming goes out of business. It's true. Alexis in the house. What's up, kid? Oh, she likes the pearl shirt, man. We were just talking about it a little bit ago.
Yeah. Crazy.
Basement Blues just works and bags Blu-rays. That's all he does. Mel forgot to add that in there.
Yeah, I did. I forgot. I like to bag Blu-rays too.
So, yeah, again, we're kind of rolling to the end. I just saw another one just pop in here. I thought Nick was the last one. So I think we got one. I guess we got one more call coming through, and then we'll kind of try to wrap it up, I guess. All right, guys, hold your horses. Let's see who's this. Who is it?
Make it.
Oh, hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Ken.
I'm Tony.
And I'm Bob.
And that's Bob. And we are Mid-levolution. So we heard that the RadPackers were having a little show tonight. So, you know, we're a little busy right now. We're out clubbing. We're in Club Basement Blues. You know that room that Tony talks about in all of his live streams and videos to the side? Well, it's a nightclub. You know, we got the booze and we got the blues, and they keep flowing all night, baby, over at Basement Blues. But yeah, the Rad Pack. We thought we'd invade and send you guys a message. I wasn't too happy when you all crashed my stream, so I had to call for backup with Bob and Tony. And you know, we thought we would return the favor tonight and let you guys know that this isn't over. There will be an invasion at some point. We will invade one of the Rad Pack episodes. Now, which one will it be? You don't know. You won't know, but we'll be there. What do you got to say about that, Tony? Anything?
Yeah, they don't mess with mid-levolution.
Yeah. What about you, Bob? Show them some of them guns.
Exactly
Show
what
them
Tony
guns.
said.
Look.
Yeah, listen. You don't mess with mid-levolution. You crash the stream. It's game on now. That's it.
It's over.
You play with fire, and now you're gonna get mid-levolution.
It was over before it began. You know, Garrett, Mel, and Justin, they like to play those games, those crashing games. Mid-levolution can crash too. So guys, have fun talking about your 80s movies, 90s, you know, nostalgia stuff. I'm sure Corey Haim will come up a few times. Have fun talking about that, and we'll see you soon.
Oh, we lost Garrett. His headphones passed away. Maybe he'll be back.
See that before now.
Oh, that's hilarious. So I had to, spoiler alert, that wasn't an actual live call-in. I had to edit that video, and I could not stop laughing during that entire segment. That was absolutely hilarious. You don't know, you won't know when mid-levolution hits.
Oh my god, I was laughing through that whole thing. What the hell with the dancing babe?
I kind of did him dirty though, huh?
You did.
How?
See, they tried to
Dare
crash.
they?
They tried to be cute. So you know what I get when you try to be cute, I give you a couple dancing babies, and your basement club don't look that cool anymore. You know what I mean?
There they try to sneak attack the Rad Pack.
Oh,
shit. I was so pissed. I was over there smashing stuff. I was mad.
Oh, you had to leave because you were enraged.
I was enraged that they would think that they could
I thought your
play our
headphones
game
went out.
against us. I didn't like that.
I don't like it either,
I
brother.
don't even care that you want to chime in here at the last minute, sneak in, pretend you're doing a phone call to ask us a question, and then pull one of those stunts. But you don't shame the Haim. That's the last thing that you want to do around these parts. So bring
You don't shame the Haim.
Revolution. We'll be waiting. We will be waiting.
Well, he gave us a
was
warning
amazing.
that a crash is coming. Normally, that's not the best thing to let people know that you're up to something, but now we know. Now we know.
Oh my god, that wasn't rad at all.
It was not very rad.
I don't know. Let me see what the chat thinks. Let me see if the chat thought that was rad.
We got mid-leveled.
Well, I think so. Oh my god, everybody's laughing and they think it's cool. They're laughing at you. I don't know
That's
what
not
they're
funny.
doing here. Wow. Let's see. We got.
Loved it.
Look at Tim's laughing. Mika's laughing. They were called the Blues Brothers. That's probably a better name for it. Mama Blu-ray's laughing. KB's laughing. Amazing. The dancing babies from Ally McBeal.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Wow,
baby.
they got a pop for sure.
Like,
Look at
what
this.
kind of
Let's
club
go.
were they at? Looked like a pretty weird club I don't want to be a part of. Dancing babies in his basement?
But Dave knows what's up. Look at David Gordon Green says that's the most unthreatening thrill.
Oh
no. David Gordon Green.
Oh shit.
Wow,
crying
look at
over
this. I know. See that because I got to give them props. They are thinking Rad Pack when they came up with this mid-levolution thing. Like I got to give them props for that. Alexis thinks that's funny. Look, doesn't know what he walked into.
It was the most polite confrontation I've ever been engaged in. Oh, shit.
Michigan says, I feel like I walked into an acid trip, just got done watching Hostel 2. Yeah.
Hostel 2 fucking rules.
Oh my god.
Side Hustle says, Tony is too nice to cut a promo.
You don't mess
Excuse
with the
me,
Rad
gentlemen.
Pack. Excuse me, gentlemen. Can you please not mess with us?
But you know how they are.
Dying
They're just, they get
Kenny Levels was pretty cocky in that video, though.
He
I will
was. He
say.
was
pretty cocky, man. I didn't like it. Didn't like the
Alexis
attitude.
knows the polite
I love that.
confrontation. You know what they say about those mid-levolution characters, though? They're paid, made, and they upgrade. That's the only thing they're good for, those guys. Just upgrading movies and stuff. I get it, man. So anytime, any place, we'll work on something. We'll figure it out. I mean, it's the best they have. They couldn't actually crash the stream. I had it all blocked up, but that was cute sneaking into our voice box over there and getting your words in. I like it. But guys, like that's all we got, I think, unless there's any more that have come in at the last second. But like I said, we do have a bunch more in our inbox that we haven't even opened yet. So if you liked this concept and you want to be involved next time, let us know in the comments down below. If you're watching the replay, let us know in the chat. Like I said, the more comments in the stream itself helps the stream get out there to more people. Make sure you like it. We still have about 70 people in here still, and we've been on this for 2 hours. This is probably the longest Rad Pack stream that we've done, and we thought we were going to be in and out of this thing pretty quick. So
since our first episode, this is the longest. I think we talked about Teen Wolf for about 3.5 hours. One of those streams. It was gnarly.
We had to figure it out after that one.
We realized we could have talked all day. Look at this. We're getting some people like it. Thank you guys so much. And
this was fun.
What do you guys think? I mean, I got to say thank you to everybody who participated. This was a random idea that we're like, let's see if anybody works. And like Justin said, we were kind of like, well, what if nobody messages us, right? Like we didn't even get a chance to get into all the written ones that we got, guys, too. So we still have those on the back burner as well. So thank you so much. We do have a giveaway still. Do you want to get that in and then we'll call it?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So if you guys been following us on social media, we did some giveaways on our Instagram. So guys, we'll pull the ticker up here. If you're not following us on socials, we got our tags down below. We're on Instagram. I'm on Twitter, but I'm not on it a lot. But I mean, of course, if there was more interaction with there, I'd probably do more. TikTok and Instagram is mainly where I do a lot of my stuff besides YouTube. Mel, same for you?
Yeah.
Justin?
Instagram, YouTube. I don't have all the other stuff. I probably should though, but yeah. Instagram, YouTube, Movie Watch Daily. And the Dead Couch too, my second channel that these guys think I should shut down.
I just think you
We're
should
just
condense
for
it.
you,
Just
bro.
condense it.
No, we'll talk.
Because then if you condense it, they'll be like, wow, this movie watch. Like, remember when it felt like you were putting out like a piece of content a day?
Yeah, it was pretty close. It was almost every other day. Yeah.
So now it's like a couple times a week, but then the other times are dedicated to the other channel. So,
Yeah.
But again, I don't know. I only have one channel, so I don't know. But yeah, Mel, do you want to get this going? So if you follow us on Instagram, we had I have a giveaway for Ski Patrol, and Mel has a giveaway for what now? Oh, she's got
I
it
have
for
a giveaway for Satan's Little Helper. It's sealed, unopened, brand new. It's not the slipcover version; it's the standard version, but it's free, so that's cool. But I also want to do. I want to do two. So I'm not giving away this steelbook because. Well, I want it, but I'm going to give away the digi code to the people in the chat.
Okay.
So,
does the movie come with a turkey bag? I think it should.
This one.
Your giveaway.
Your giveaway. Yes. So for the DigiCode giveaway, I want to give it to the people in the chat. I just want to say thank you so much for everyone who joined in and participated. We tried to get you guys involved, even though we were focusing on the video questions and everything. So I'm going to ask a question. Whoever answers it first in the chat, it has to be full name spelled correctly. And then after we do the other giveaways, we'll see who answered it first. But if you can answer from the movie Top Gun Maverick, who played the part of Bradley Bradshaw? If you want to put that in the chat right now, spelled right, full name. Whoever does it first wins the digicode to this. Just hit me in my DMs on Instagram and I'll shoot you a photo of that digi. But for Satan's Little Helper, G, do you want me to do this first before you do yours?
Yeah, you can do that first. Do you want me to do that?
A little slow on the intake
Did
there.
we lose you?
Sorry, no, I was looking at the
Headphones
chat
went
to see
out.
who jumped. I was seeing who jumped into the chat first. You already have people in there.
Glitch in the matrix right there.
I know, right? I did it.
Those mid-levolution characters. All right.
Okay, so if you want to pull up the randomizer. So I'm just going to hit this a couple different times. I'll hit it like 5 times. Whoever's name it falls on wins Satan's Little Helper. You guys ready? 3, 2, 1. All right. Who gets it? Who gets it? Alyssa Milano.
Wow, Alyssa Milano. The star of Teen Wolf 3? Sweet.
All right, so if you want to hit me in my DMs on Instagram and give me your mailing address, I can shoot this out to you. If you don't hit me in my DMs, anybody for any of these giveaways, then on, I guess, the next show that we're going to have, I'll re-give them away.
Now, what did I think Huck, did you already see that?
Huck, did you win?
You did, yeah.
Yeah, I know you can hit me in my DMs. Hit me in my DMs. I'll send you that digi. Congrats to the winners.
Yeah. So I did a giveaway in here. There was a couple different rules. I already have the winner. I don't know if they're in the chat right now, but it's Tyson #1 fan won Ski Patrol on Blu-ray. So Tyson #1 fan, aka Sean, message me on Instagram for your copy of Ski Patrol from MVD Rewind. So let me know if you're watching this on the replay. I don't see you in the chat, but you are the winner of that Blu-ray, brother.
Woo! Congrats, because I really wanted that one.
Oh, you did you?
I
You should have told me that.
I did.
Oh, you did say it?
When you posted on Instagram, I was like, give me.
I didn't know if you were kidding. Oh.
I'm never kidding when I'm
All right,
asking you
all
for
right.
stuff.
I'll find it for you. But gang, thank you guys so much. Mel, Justin, thank you so much for all the hard work in this episode that we all did here. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Now, before we leave and before we sign off, we just want to tell you what we got planned for next show, which is December. And again, maybe we could do 2 shows. Again, December can sometimes be a little bit crazy with the holidays and stuff, but one that we're definitely going to do, I'll get to in a second. Do you want to talk about it? Anybody? Justin, Mel, what are we going to do in December, guys?
Go ahead, Mel.
Oh, me. Okay. We're going to do a Secret Santa stream of sorts. So we're going to send each other Christmas gifts and then we're going to open them live. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think
That's
it's
gonna
going to
be
be
cool.
interesting because we don't know what each other has. So we're kind of taking wild guesses here. I mean, you could easily be like, I already have this, dude. Like, so we're going to do random. Again, we've only really known each other for how long? 6 months, maybe 7 months, 8 months. So it'll be interesting to see. We'll each give ourselves a little bit of something and we'll open it live for you guys. So hopefully you guys will be here. Somebody wants to know if Justin, can you give away your vape by any chance?
Maybe.
Like,
To a lucky winner? That's very
like,
possible.
Used by Movie Watch Daily.
Screen used Jewel.
Oh, side hustle in the house. What's up, man? Oh, you get a little super chat ski. He wants to see the Haim before he goes. He loves seeing the hamster. So we'll see the Haim before he jets out of here tonight. So yeah, so Secret Santa is going to be a fun one. Alexis wants to know what kind of flavor you got over there, brother.
It's mint.
Ooh, very.
It's
very
nothing
cool.
fancy. I don't have one of those fancy rigs.
Brian wants to know if you're going to give away Boglin.
I have extra Boglins. That could actually, you know what? That could potentially be a possibility. I do have
Nice.
doubles on some of these. So
And
maybe.
guys, make sure to tune in because we probably will do some giveaways on the stream in December as well. So
I have a copy of The Howling. I have an extra copy of The Howling. I just forgot to do the giveaway this week, so I didn't do a part of that. So I'll hold off on that one. Maybe we'll cook up some good shit for some giveaways for sure. We'll be Santa.
we could do some giveaways for the Christmas stream too,
definitely.
because it's going to be themed, and I'm sure we're going to go
Yeah.
all out and do some fun stuff. So maybe we can.
Rad Santa, the Rad Santa episode.
Aw, love it.
I love it. But yeah, guys, thank you so much. We appreciate you guys chiming in the chat, hanging out with us, having conversations with each other, chiming into all the questions that we received. And thank you so much to everybody who sent questions in. You made the show work. We're over 2 hours because there was so many in and we didn't even get to all of them. So thank you again. We appreciate it. This is The Rad Pack signing off, and like always, stay rad.
Stay weird.
Stay killer.
When man's heart is full of deceit, it burns up, dies, and a radical entity falls over his soul. From the ashes of a once great man has risen a dude, a very radical dude. We look to YouTube for a vindicator, someone to strike radness into the radishes. The battle between Rad and Uncool has begun. Against an army of posers lies the Rad dude, the fashion so gnarly, with a voice of silence, and a mission of radness. This is a man who will show you the raditude. This is a man who will prove to be part of the pack. This is Uncle Rad.
Come with me if you want to be rad.